Okay, I'm ready. Oh, yeah. I'm good. You need anything, Thomas?
No, thanks.
Ooh, I got you plenty hot.
A little toasty?
Yeah, that's all right. That's because...
That's been said before.
You're hot, Thomas. We're on video, too, so everyone knows it, too.
They're hearing it.
Yeah, yeah. The dulcet tones.
And then they're arguing, what the heck is he talking about?
Welcome to... we got warm-ups. We're going to be a little late with this. For the start, but not a lot.
Because the overtime for the junior varsity.
Yep.
Moorhead won it, so.
One and a half.
Do they have anybody filming for the high school this year?
Is that a Moorhead guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But for Grand Rapids, they just go watch the broadcast.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Because Drew filmed every game last year, or somebody did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should suggest Ann Campbell they bring back the whiteboard in the penalty box like they did in.
Oh, that is so nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
10. Good evening and welcome to the IRA Civic Center, the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks home again. It has been a long time since the Thunderhawks have had a home game. Did you count it up how many days it's been?
No, I haven't looked back like that, but we can look at that schedule.
Well, I guess Duluth East on January 6th.
Right.
But there haven't been a lot of them, just 2 home games.
Yeah, well, and then Cloquet in between War Road Roseville, the Edina Classic. You know, that was 5 games away.
So it's been a lot of road, and it's been a lot of games that Grand Rapids has dominated. And tonight they have a top 10 team. Tomorrow night they'll have a top 10 team here as well. They have like 3 more top 10 teams at the IRA Civic Center before the season is done. So when you looked at the schedule, you always look from the 21st on and said this is going to be a whale of a good time, and it starts tonight, baby.
Oh, it's incredible that they have this many good teams. I mean, this weekend, like you just mentioned, 3 top 10 teams are going to be meeting here between tonight and tomorrow. And then they bring all these other teams in that may not be top 10 right now, but they certainly have been there this year, some of them, and they've certainly been there in years past, such as Maple Grove and Wayzata. And, you know, it's just a great schedule that they're going to finish with. And, you know, I don't know if you can say we'll know exactly what to expect come sections, but you'll have a pretty good idea what this team's made of come the end of that stretch of games, because they finish with Hermantown here.
That's right. Well, you never know what to expect when sections come around.
No, right.
But this team will certainly be battle-tested when that happens. This is the Itasca County Public Health pregame show, and they'd like to remind you that it's okay to not be okay from time to time. Your mental well-being is very important, and if you don't feel right, talk to someone who can help. You can't have good health without good mental health. We'll take our first break, and when we come back, Joe Gigliotti, Super Joe himself, will take a look back at the Cloquet Esco Carleton win on Tuesday. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
What is up, everybody? It's Brendan here coming at you from Spartan Deli, and if this is the first time you've heard about us, then you are welcome. If you also happen to be on the path of improving your health and you're wondering where the best place to eat in town is, well, you found it, guys. It's right here at Spartan Deli, located in the Central Square Mall, where everything on our menu is 100% good for you and it tastes amazing. We're open 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday, and for more information, you can check us out at SpartanDeli.com.
Baby, it's cold outside, but the deals are hot at S&S Meat. Now's the time to stock your freezer with a meat bundle. Regardless of which meat bundle you prefer, you'll receive for free your choice of 10 pounds of chicken leg quarters or 5 pounds of assorted pork chops. And in addition to the smoking hot deals on the meat bundles, all pork chops plus and roast are on sale. For an even better deal, get a whole pork loin cut and wrapped to your liking. S&S Meats, one delicious meal after another. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and their team at Grand Rapids Dental Care are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all of their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com or call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks!
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work in a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
Affinity Plus is a proud supporter of our local hockey programs. This is Ann Cates, branch manager. Stop in and see us for your everyday needs and big life events, like opening up a membership for your child's first saving or checking account, or purchasing that home or fancy car. We would love for you to take advantage of our competitive low rates. Best of luck to our local hockey teams on a great season. Affinity Plus is insured by the NCUA, and you can learn more about us at affinityplus.org.
This is Easton Young with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Welcome back to the pregame show on J105 The Thunder. Grand Rapids Hockey back home tonight at the IRA, getting set to take on the Moorhead Spuds. Hi there, I'm Joe Gigliotti. We'll have more on tonight's matchup with Moorhead shortly. Right now, we take a look back to Tuesday night's game against Cloquet Esco Carleton, Section 7 AA matchup, and Grand Rapids cruises to a 10-1 win. Just under 6 minutes into the game, Hayden DeMars gets things going for Grand Rapids.
Thunderhawks move it ahead to Kerr. Kerr comes in, puts on the brakes, looking for the trailer. DeMars shot, goal! Hayden DeMars makes it 1-0.
Assist to Justin Kerr, 1-0 Thunderhawks. They make it 2-0. At 11:18, Caden Nelson with a goal. Assist to Del Greco and Bauer Murphy. Rapids makes it 3-0. Just 33 seconds later, second of the night for DeMars. That goal unassisted, 3-0 Grand Rapids after 1. We go to the second, and Rapids scores 5 times, starting with Hayden Davis at 2:38.
Here's Mortensen. Mortensen has Drennan cutting to the net, but drops it to Hayden Davis, who rips it home.
Assist to Blaine Mortensen and Easton Young. And then at 10:31, Joey Del Greco nets one.
Puck now to Del Greco. Del Greco shot goal. Del Greco makes it 5-0.
Assist to Nelson. And then just over a minute later, Henry Sturl with a goal. Assist to Ren Morquay and DeMars. Less than a minute later, Rapids scores again. Del Greco, his second of the night. Assists again go to Morquay and DeMars. 7-0 Thunderhawks, and they make it 8-0 at the 14-17 mark. A goal from Justin Kerr, assist to Henry Sturl and Sam Sturl. 8-0 Grand Rapids after 2. They add a couple more in the third. Will Stauffer, 3 minutes in. Assist to Henry Sturl and Kerr. And then DeMars, his second hat trick in as many games. Assist to Henry Sturl and Stauffer. Cloquet gets one with about 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Power play goal from Carter Salo, but Grand Rapids gets the big win, 10-1 over the Lumberjacks on Tuesday night. 3 goals, 2 assists on the night for DeMars. A goal and 3 assists for Henry Sturl. 2 goals and an assist for Del Greco. A goal and 2 assists for Kerr. Zach Lagergren gets his first varsity win, making 21 saves. Jacob Walsh and Kyle Abrahamson splitting duties in goal for Cloquet. Grand Rapids outshoots the Lumberjacks 35-22. The line of Henry Sturl, DeMars, and Kerr really filling up the stat sheet lately. Here's Sturl on what's been working well.
I think we've just been moving our feet more and moving pucks. We're also trusting each other more. We're just making better plays and moving our feet, and good stuff's happening to us, just like Coach said it would.
The Thunderhawks are 13-3. They've won 8 in a row. They go for 9 tonight when they host Moorhead. When we come back, the Chido Chat. Sheldon Willis visits with the Grand Rapids head coach. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
We are excited to announce the Timberlake's Pasta Bar is back. Join us Wednesday evenings at the Timberlake from 5 to 8 p.m. The pasta combinations are almost endless. Create your own pasta with over a dozen different ingredients, homemade sauces, and pastas. Please call 326-2600 to reserve your spot. It's delicious and exactly what you want. The Pasta Bar, every Wednesday at the Timberlake.
This is Scott at Mackley Auto Repair, reminding you it's the perfect time of the year for an alignment. It not only helps with tire wear, it also helps with how your car handles and performs. We have the latest equipment, so call us at Mackley's Auto Repair, located in downtown Coleraine. And as always, we'd like to thank our loyal customers and look forward to meeting the new ones.
My name is Jenna Madal. I'm an account service representative at Grand Rapids State Bank. After working in sales for AT&T for 5 years, I came back home when COVID hit, and I was grateful to find a job here. I love my coworkers and the team attitude we have. It feels really great to work in a good family atmosphere at this job. I have many friends and family connections in the area, and I enjoy seeing them all when they come to visit the bank. Grand Rapids State Bank, this is my community and my bank.
Member FDIC, Grand Rapids State Bank, Equal Housing Lender.
The Motor Shop wants to wish all of our student athletes the best of luck this season. At the Motor Shop, we service and sell all motors for every heating system. Heck, bring in the whole squirrel cage and we'll hand it back to you ready to go. Snowblowers not running? No problem for the Motor Shop. The Motor Shop does service on all makes and models of ATVs, snowmobiles, and side-by-sides. The Motor Shop also has sharpening service. So bring in your knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and other circular saw blades. If it has a motor, gas or electric, simple. The Motor Shop.
Hi, this is Andrea, deli manager at Super One North. I invite you to come in and see what we have in our deli. With my 30-plus years of experience, my staff and I are here to offer you the best customer service, as well as the largest olive, salad, and hot bar in the area. We freshly slice our meat and cheeses daily, and we'll cut anything to your liking. See something that looks good? Ask us for a sample. Looking for the best fried chicken in town? Look no longer. Super One Foods is the place. Super One Foods, proud to be a part of your community.
Northern Minnesota's Certified Apple Service Center is now open at Paul Bunyan Communications in Grand Rapids. For both in-warranty and out-of-warranty service on Apple products and computer repair, bring it to the new Paul Bunyan Communications office at 510 Southeast 21st Street. We can help with hardware or software problems, spill damage, screen replacement, virus removal, and more. For service on your Apple product and PC repair, come to Paul Bunyan Communications, Northern Minnesota's Certified Apple Service Center, now open in Grand Rapids.
Hi, this is Travis Verbick with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health pregame show on J105. Wade Chido, head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Wade, you know I've been trying to talk about this game for 2 weeks, and you never let me do it. Can we talk about it tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's here.
And you know how fans are, and all of us are. You look at that stretch of games that Grand Rapids has just come through, and you say, can we get through those and get to Moorhead and all the games that are coming? But the team looked like they stayed focused and played pretty well right through.
Yeah, you know what? I actually said that to the coaching staff after the game in Cloquet. I said I was happy with the fact that we didn't have letdown. You know, when you're a team that should win the game, sometimes you play down to their level, and I was really happy and pleased with the fact that the kids stayed focused and did the things the right way. And it's obvious when you do that, when you're obviously a team that's in a better position right now, you score goals. And guess what? They got rewarded. We got some goals. And so that part of it I was very pleased with.
And both the game before and the game against Cloquet, that second line just lighting up the net. You talked about how they were moving the puck better. Is that continuing? What's been that big change?
Well, I think they are. They're using each other more. Their puck support is better. I also think they're shooting the puck. All three of those kids can absolutely rifle a puck. And I think they're finally understanding that how important it is when you get a chance to rip it, not stick handle and make another move, get it on net. If you look at their shots, like JJ and Hayden and Henry, they have heavy shots, they're quick, and it's tough for goalies. When the more shots you get in that, the better chance you're going to scoring. And I think it's sinking in, and I'm glad they're getting rewarded because they had a stretch there where it was kind of cold. They were getting chances, but they weren't finding the back of the twine, and it's good for them.
So when you've started that line, has it been to try to get a little bit of a matchup for Joey's line, or what's been your reasoning behind that?
I'm trying to get them. I was just helping because I thought they were very strong, playing very well, very good hockey, and I think, you know what, to give them credit. You know what, let's let them go. I didn't match in the last few games. I just kind of rolled the lines, but I thought what they've done hasn't shown on the scorebook. So I said, you know what, let's let them go and play the top, to be quote unquote the starting line and see what they can do. And that's the same way we're going to go tonight. We're going to let them go, and they're going to match up against number 3 tonight because 3 is good for Moorhead.
Well, and Moorhead, you're playing a team again with a top end line now and a top 10 team in the state. It's been a while since you faced this level of competition.
It has, but Dale did a great job of setting the schedule for us so that at the end of the year we're playing the best teams and getting ourselves ready for playoffs. You know what, this is 1 out of 9 here, and I'm not going to, hang my hat on anything in one game. We got to have a stretch of games here where we're going to be competitive and winning games. So once we get down with Hermantown, I'll let you know where we're at.
Well, and people have asked me, how good is Grand Rapids? And I said, well, let's see when they play top-end opponents, and now we get to see that. What are you really looking for tonight? What are some of the keys that you're looking for?
I don't know. I think we just play our game. I don't get caught up too much in what everybody else thinks, to be frankly honest. We're a good hockey team, and I just said, let's just play our game, play sound, play fast, play physical, and get to the net and do the things that we've been preaching all year, and we'll be just fine.
Well, good luck tonight. Looking forward to tonight and tomorrow.
Thank you.
And that is head coach of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, Wade Chido, here in the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. Teams are finishing their warm-ups. We're going to be a few minutes late to start this game because the JV game went into overtime, and about halfway through that 5-minute overtime, the Moorhead Spuds won it 4-3, right?
Yep, Easton Lammers, junior forward, snuck one in as he got a little bit free and went to the backhand on the goaltender.
Yeah, kind of got the defenseman turned around as he came across the blue line, went around him, and it was a nice scoring play. Grand Rapids had scored late in the last minute of that game to tie it up.
Yeah, scored with 21 seconds left to make it 3-3, and it was a good hockey game, especially, I don't want to say especially for junior varsity, but it was a really high-quality junior varsity game, the little bit I saw in the third.
And it was that way the whole way through. It was never more than a one-goal game, and it ended, obviously, in overtime in a one-goal game. We can only hope that the varsity game lives up to that same expectation. There's these are 2 evenly matched teams, 2 great high-end first lines, great defense, good goaltending. There's just 2 really good high school hockey teams out there.
If it's not a 1, or 2-goal game, I'm going to be completely surprised. If it ain't great hockey, I'm going to be completely surprised. I've been looking forward to this. Unlike what you should be doing, but for probably a couple weeks.
Oh, that's exactly. and Coach Chido knows, and if you've listened to the pregame shows,
don't look ahead.
I keep asking him about this game for the last 2 weeks. Well, how are you going to get through these games, and what about Moorhead? We'll talk about that later. Okay, it's later. Let's do the game. We'll take another break on the Itasca County Public Health pregame show and come back with John Ammerman, head coach of the Moorhead Spuds. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I'm working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand, we'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
Patty Jook of Edge of the Wilderness Realty was born and raised in Grand Rapids and brings 36 years of experience to the team. The Northland is a special place with beautiful landscapes and hidden gems behind every patch of trees. Let Patty help you find yours. Call Patty today at 218-259-1603 or visit eowrealty.com for current listings. Love where you live on the Edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
What do you find in a Sammy's Pizza kitchen? Their family recipe sauce with a secret mix of seasonings, dough made fresh each morning, crimped into the perfect crust, specialty meats, and real mozzarella cheese, all making up their famous bite-sized squares. They're cooking up experiences that bring together family and friends to create lasting traditions. Visit them at 802 South Pregame Avenue in Grand Rapids or order online at sammyspizzagrandrapids.com.
Roth RV has Ice Trek fish houses in stock. Designed and manufactured in Minnesota's North Country, where they know what it takes to build tough and durable equipment to withstand the worst of winter. The Ice Trek all-aluminum alloy frame is hand-welded at every seam, and with the all-aluminum alloy, there's no rusting and no frame deterioration due to road salt. Ice Trek skids are delivered open shell, which allows custom finishing. Roth RV also has Forest River's Grey Wolf ice fish houses, engineered with impeccable quality, offering a spacious interior to keep you comfortable. Roth RV.
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sterl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sterl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sterl at Sterl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
Hi, this is Gus Drennan with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to the Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health pregame show on J105. John Ammerman, head coach of the Moorhead Spuds. And as we were talking before I turned the recorder on, John, both of these teams are ready for some top competition, and that's what we have tonight.
Absolutely, and these are the games that when you do kind of set the schedule, they're the ones you look forward to. And obviously getting an opportunity to play any night is a fun one, but coming to a rink like this against a quality opponent is always fun, and hopefully we play our best, and we're looking forward to a good test tonight.
Well, and Moorhead certainly had some eye-opening wins. I know you beat Edina. You had a great win against Andover, one of the top teams in the state. When this team is going well, what is it doing? What's the strength?
Yeah, the first half of our year was a tale of two teams, really. And the nights where we were good, we were really good. We were moving the puck. We were fast. We were aggressive. We were on our toes. We really like our depth. We like playing below the hash marks if we can, bringing the puck to the net. We think our defensemen are great in transition. When we're getting good goaltending, our goaltenders are involved in the play. They're able to handle the puck. But early on, we were hit and miss in the defensive zone. When we got loose, it was bad, and we were giving up goals that really had no business going in, and that was a team effort by that. So we've tightened things up a little bit. It'll be nice here to go against a quality opponent and see where we're at. Every night is a new challenge, and this definitely is a difficult place to play, and we think that we match up well against them. We think Rapids is built similar. They have some guys on the back end that can move the puck. They have obviously some very talented guys up front, so it'll be fun to see where we stand against them.
Well, and just looking at, the top scorers from each team, there's a lot, both of these teams put some goals in the net.
Yeah, and, that's really going to be the question mark for our team moving forward. We have a top line that has established themselves as a threat every time they're on the ice, and we need some secondary scoring, and we're working through that, right? Like, everybody knows that pays attention. You have to be good for about 2.5 weeks. And right now you're working through some of those things and what makes good kids good and effective. And we think we're starting to make some strides in that. But obviously we have a little bit to go, and we'll be able to iron some things out here.
So as you look at the team down the stretch, are those the two big things you're looking at? Defensive coverage, which you talked about, and then getting some scoring from some secondary lines?
Yeah, I mean, if we're, I guess underlining two things, it's definitely secondary scoring. When it comes down to a one-and-done situation, your top line, one of those nights is going to be, left off the score sheet. So we need some contributions from somebody else. And we have the talent there, right? Like, we have guys that are creating opportunities. We have guys that are playing the right way. Just they haven't been rewarded for it yet. And then just details in the defensive zone. I think we're making strides. We're playing a pretty honest game, but just cleaning things up. Advancing the puck when we're able, playing defense when we need to play defense, and not cheating, and playing honest. And I think we're getting there. It's just a process.
Well, I know that phrase, playing an honest game, I think Coach Goldsworthy from Minnetonka brought that up and mentioned you guys and Rapids and Minnetonka as teams that really like to play honest. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so just not cheating, right? So everybody loves playing offense because that's the sexy thing that shows up on the score sheet. But playing honest is playing on the defensive side of the puck when it's appropriate, making sure that you're responsible in your own end, and advancing the puck zone to zone. So not trying to skip the process of, the steps of what you need to do to be successful. And we think we're getting close to it. There's just a few items that we need to clean up.
Well, as you said, both teams been looking forward to this game for a while. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
And that is John Ammerman, head coach of the Moorhead Spuds. And this has been the pregame show brought to you by Tasca County Public Health. And they remind you of the importance of getting enough sleep. Children should try to get 9 to 11 hours. Teenagers 8 to 10. Put down all those smartphones and everything else and get some sleep. Some Z's might lead to the best game of the year. Grand Rapids in the home whites. I haven't seen Stormtrooper white for a while. It's good to see it again.
It's fun, yeah.
And Moorhead in black jerseys with the M. That is just a simple, solid logo.
Been there forever.
Yes, it has. And they've been a good team for a long time. And am I right? Never have won a state title, but they've been runner-up numerous times.
I think that's right. I think the runner-up is like close to 10 times.
Yes, yeah, they've been to that championship game, but haven't quite scaled the mountain. Last time was in 2017 when they lost to Grand Rapids in the state final. And they are led up front by Gavin Lindberg. This year, so far with 11 goals and 28 assists. They also have Harper Bentz at 22 goals, 18 assists, and that's their first line.
Right.
And then on the other wing there, Carson Triggs, we've heard that name too, with 13 goals and 18 assists. That's a big time front line.
It looks like 4 players have almost 60 of their 80 goals.
And Grand Rapids better be ready for that number one line. Time for your starting lineups, brought to you by Skoglund Electric. For all your electrical contracting needs, residential, commercial, and industrial, it is Skoglund Electric, and they are a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Athletics. And we'll talk about it as the game goes on, but Grand Rapids, because of that game misconduct penalty to Caden Nelson, they are short one of their top forwards tonight, and Sam Sturl will move up from the defense to play right wing on that top line.
I find that a very interesting way of handling it, but I think it's going to work out.
Well, and he's played wing on the power play.
Right.
So he'll provide a big body up there and a good shot. For Moorhead, they will start Kai Wiggle in net. He is a sophomore. At defense, number 23, Joe Gramer, and number 8, Andrew Searles. Up front, the aforementioned Gavin Lindberg at center, centering Carson Triggs and Harper Benz. Benz a junior, the other two are seniors. For the Thunderhawks, they will start up front. The line, I keep calling them the second line, but they've started for like 4 games in a row. They'll start Justin Kerr up front, and he's flanked by Henry Sturl and Hayden DeMars. And man, they have been lighting up the net recently.
Yeah, last week against Cloquet, DeMars had 4 points on his own.
Yeah, and I believe he has 2 straight hat tricks now.
Okay.
6 goals in 2 games for Hayden DeMars. That scoring slump is a distant memory. In net will be Miles Gunderson, 12-3-0, and a 1.86 goals against average. Will Stoffer, junior, and Ren Morquay, a senior, will start on the defensive side. And those are your starting lineups, brought to you by Skoglund Electric. When you need electrical work done, contact Skoglund Electric. Personal, hometown service, personable and hardworking, and a proud supporter of hardworking Thunderhawk sports. We are just about ready for game time. We'll take one more break as they play the national anthem and come back with the opening face-off. First period coming up. Grand Rapids and Moorhead. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
At Woodland Bank, we've built our business on long-term relationships. After all, when they succeed, so do we. In fact, so does the whole community. If you're ready to start a business or grow your existing business, you should give Woodland Bank a call today. Come on over to Woodland Bank and bank easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Taco Tuesday is calling. Get seasoned beef tacos for just 99 cents each every Taco Tuesday. Craver Savers.
Crunchy.
Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for 99-cent deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. Tacos. Taco John's.
Home closing can be stressful, even more so when you're not working with local professionals. Midland Title is the top choice when you want a local expert. They bank locally, and the salaries paid stay local. Plus, they will work hard to accommodate your schedule with flexible closing times. Their staff understands the Iron Range communities. Call Midland Title today to arrange your next closing. 218-328-8672. Proud to support Grand Rapids High School athletics.
I'm Danielle Witherow, one of your Grand Rapids Edward Jones financial advisors. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Sports on J105. Call any of the Grand Rapids Edward Jones offices for all of your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
At Grand Rapids GM, their philosophy is simple, and that is their customers being completely satisfied, not only in the vehicle, but in their entire experience. Their goal is that you enjoy your buying experience to the point that you feel comfortable in recommending them to your family and friends. Grand Rapids GM is the fastest growing dealership in the Northland and the area's only certified pre-owned GM dealership. Make your next car buying experience an enjoyable one. At Grand Rapids GM, the Car Corner, Highway 169 South, Grand Rapids.
Hi, this is Sam Sturl with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Well, all the pregame festivities have pretty much run their course, and we're about ready for hockey action. Playoffs, obviously, you get cranked up for a section title game, state tournament. I'm about as cranked up for this game as I've been for a regular season game in a while.
I was going to say, or the rest of this season you get cranked up for, because I think it's going to be fun hockey. I mean, you got a 13-3 team, a 13-5 team. That 13-5 team, we were talking before the game that they started, and the coach mentioned that they're kind of a Jekyll and Hyde, Jekyll and Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde?
Jekyll and
yeah,
Hyde.
Very good.
They're hockey players.
Yes.
Instead of doctors.
So, yeah, exactly right. You look at their record and you look at some of the losses and you say, really?
Yeah.
But you look at some of the wins and they're eye-opening as well.
Well, this is their stretch to start. A 5-2 loss to Maple Grove and Wayzata. Then they turned around and kicked Andover, the number one team in the state, 6-1. And then 2 overtime wins over Lakeville North and Roseau. Here we go.
Well, Roseau was a loss, right? A 7-6 loss.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yep. Here we go. We are underway as off the face-off. This is already fast hockey. We haven't seen this in a while. Moorhead in their own zone. And coming out is Carson Triggs. Takes a hit along the boards, gets it into the Grand Rapids zone. Grand Rapids will move it out to center. DeMars pokes it ahead, and it's stopped there by Gramer. Gramer puts it back into the Grand Rapids zone where Morquay picks it up. Comes cross ice for Stoffer. Stoffer goes rink wide, finds DeMars. DeMars pulls it across the line, tries to power down the boards. That works against teams with maybe not quite as much skating strength. Going to be a tough road down the boards for DeMars tonight.
Right.
As the puck hits a Grand Rapids player on the bench, we'll have a face-off at neutral ice just underway here from the IRA Civic Center.
And Coach Ammerman mentioned that in the pregame, how he's got some pretty nice skating defensemen, just like the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks do.
As Del Greco line comes out, again, they've got Sam Sturl on the right wing on this line. As Murphy puts it behind to Young. Young, little move ahead for Del Greco. Sturl pokes it in, and Weagle puts it back towards the point. Puck squirts out in front. No one can get a hold of it, and now out come the Spuds. 2-on-2 coming through center. And the centering pass gets past everybody, comes to the half wall. Sturl fights for it. They'll get it out to center ice, no farther, where it's picked up by Schiller. Shoots it back in for the Spuds. Going down to get it is Ryerson. Ryerson can't control it. And Del Greco gets caught up with his own player, Sturl, as we have an icing call. And there's just Sturl not being quite familiar with that line. And him and Del Greco got tangled up a little bit. I'm sure Nelson would have cut to the middle a little earlier.
Yeah, maybe so. But it's hard when they're coming up behind you like that. But he had done a nice job earlier about trying to sneak that puck into the open guy. Just not quite there. I think it was Del Greco waiting for it.
Back to the point to Stoffer's shot from Morquay is turned aside. At the half wall, Blaine Mortensen loses his footing, gets it back to the point, but the cross ice pass doesn't work. And also the last 3 or 4 games, you see the Grand Rapids defensemen taking so many chances in neutral ice. They recognize the speed they're up against. They're bailing at neutral ice a little quicker tonight.
Well, hopefully they still keep playing them at the blue line like they have been.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Right.
Kind of on the offensive side as the puck out front, and it bounces just past Mortensen and comes back down the ice. Morquay will chase it down in front of his own goal. 14:46 to go, no score. We're just underway from the IRA Civic Center. Morquay taps it up the boards. Henry Sturl can't find it as Schiller puts it up, picked up by Lindberg. Lindberg goes far side, shot goes over the top of the net as he was looking for Triggs over on the far side. Now the puck behind the net. Here's Bentz. Bentz out front. Just had the puck knocked away from Carson Triggs. Long shot doesn't get through. Grand Rapids will get it out to center ice. And Schiller turns around. This first line showing why they have as many points as they do this shift for Moorhead. Taking a hit into the boards is Triggs. As DeMars trying to get it up the boards. Puck still in the Grand Rapids zone. It'll come to Bauer Murphy. Now Easton Young on the defense. Gets it to Henry Sturl. Sturl gets it just across the blue line, but can't move it in deep. Now here's Ryerson. Ryerson Can't control it as the Thunderhawks shoot it back into the zone. 13:40 to go, no score on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. I think I'm talking faster than normal. It's a quick hockey game.
It's fast.
Isn't it? Long shot goes in to the Grand Rapids zone. Easton Young back to get it, forecheck by Tweet. Now Bauer Murphy will try it. Easton Young took a pretty good hit along the boards. Now the puck comes back into the Grand Rapids zone. Centering pass, Bauer Murphy, nice job, kicks it to his stick. Sturl gets it ahead to Del Greco. Del Greco tries to go wide against Gramer. Gramer rides him off. Centering pass by Sam Sturl doesn't connect. And out to center ice comes Wyatt Tweet. Tweet tries to go around Stoffer. Puck comes in low. Back to the point. Kept in the Grand Rapids zone. Stoffer pokes it ahead. Off the glass, down the ice, giving chase is Drotz. Moorhead gets there first. They'll get it back into the Grand Rapids zone. Stop behind the net, fight for it there. Morquay goes after it along with Ryerson. That's a good battle. Thunderhawks will try it again with Morquay at the half wall. Quick pass out to center. Drennan can't control it. Carried on by Hayden Davis. Davis gets it in deep. Now Drennan takes a hit. Puck comes back out to center. Here come the Spuds through center. Poked ahead. And a nice defensive play. Combination defensive play. Well, long shot over the net. Who ended up in the net there? It was one of the defensemen.
Yeah.
Murphy, I believe, ended up in the net as the puck comes into the penalty box over the glass. And we'll have a whistle and a face-off in the Grand Rapids zone. 11:59 to go. No score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
At least he didn't take out his goalie when he slid into the net. He avoided
That's
that.
right.
At least let's thank Spartan Deli, Chad Sturl, attorney, Super One Foods, White Pine Jewelers, Jimmy John's, Taco John's, and Itasca Reliable Insurance for sponsoring Thunderhawk Hockey on J105.
Curran Lindbergh with the draw, and these two lines have matched up so far tonight, and that is what we've considered the number 2 line for Grand Rapids throughout the year. At least point total, it's their number 2 line, and this top line for Moorhead.
Well, and maybe there's a good reason for that. They play great defensive hockey and still got some offense in them as well, as we saw last week.
Lindbergh wins the draw. Back to Gramer. Gets a return pass and comes quickly ahead to Triggs. Carson Triggs, long shot tipped into the corner behind Gunderson. Puck comes out to center. Back into the Grand Rapids zone as Morquay taps it to Stoffer. Stoffer. Nice pass ahead to DeMars. DeMars picks it up. Tries to fight through on the boards. He will. He'll get behind the Moorhead net. Puts on the brakes deep in the corner. Going after it is Kerr, but getting there first is Lindbergh. Lindbergh gets it out to center. Morquay stops it, gets it to this side to DeMars. DeMars, end of a line change. Can't get the shot off.
Came in all alone, 1-on-4. Everybody else is changing.
And he was on his off wing while everyone else was changing.
He'd moved from the other side of the rink.
Yep. As the puck shot into the Grand Rapids zone. Grand Rapids has Del Greco line. Again, Sturl out on the right wing on this line.
We're almost 7 minutes into this game. 1 shot on net for Grand Rapids. None for Moorhead.
But it's still had flow.
Oh, man.
Hasn't been a choppy game at all.
They come through the neutral zone fast. They stay to the outside in the zone, and that's why there's no shots, but that's good defense.
As Del Greco takes a hit, gets it out to center. Drotz tips it into the zone, doesn't get any farther. Yeah, both teams just take away their blue line, don't they?
Yeah.
You get a little bit through neutral ice, looks like something's developing, and then it's gone. 10:18 to go. Bauer Murphy back into his own zone. Murphy slides it ahead to Sturl. Sturl tries a touch pass, doesn't work, and then put ahead and tipped into the netting by Garrett Drotz. So we'll have a face-off out at neutral ice. Still no score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Rapids and Moorhead.
And I was wondering if seeing Sturl moved up to forward, if they'd skate 5, but no, they're just going with 4.
Yep, that's what they said. They said if this doesn't work, you may see everything get shifted around, but that's how we're going to start. It's our first idea. It's not our last.
That's nice. Have options.
Will Stopper will carry it out to center, gain the red line, backhanded into the zone. Kramer goes back to get it. Blake Mortensen applies the forecheck. Blaine Mortensen, I'm sorry. Blake is at the U. Kramer digs it out to Searles. Searles up to center, and he'll get into the Grand Rapids zone, put it in deep. Markway. Far side, now out to center comes Davis. Davis overskates it, loses it. And now the Thunderhawks pick it up again. Kicked out by Easton Young. Young shoots it in deep. DeMar's going after it. Also working for it there is Schiller. Schiller will get it to Gavin Lindbergh. And out to center. No farther. Shot back in to zone now out front. And a spin around shot by Henry Sturl goes just wide. He was all alone, not for long, and the quick spin around shot went just wide in the slot. Now a shot right on. Wiggle makes a save. Rebound right on. Another save. Sturl's shot goes wide. Little flurry for this second line for Grand Rapids.
Sturl's making himself known on that forward.
Now coming in is Lindbergh. Drop pass for Triggs. Shot. And turned aside by Gunderson. Out to center ice. Kramer has to go back to get it. Makes a nice little move. Uses Bentz for a little bit of a pylon. And a shot right in front. Rebound! They score. That'll be Carson Triggs.
It's one of those where the shot got to the net. The rebound kind of bounced up high, and I don't know that Mr. Gunderson knew where it was at that point.
He looked a little bit like a man swatting flies, looking for it there at the end. And Carson Triggs, I believe, will get the goal, and he puts it in. That'll be his 14th of the year. We'll get the official announcement. 8:22 to go, and Moorhead breaks out to a 1-0 lead. Red light didn't come on initially, but the referee was pointing emphatically. So a few more chances here just recently after a lot of flow, but no chances. Offside call on Moorhead. And it is Triggs with the goal. Eight, and who was the other assist? 23?
Yeah, the defenseman.
Yep.
Yep.
As Gunderson doing a little equipment adjustment.
That Kramer is a real nice, both offensive and defensive defenseman for the Spuds. Let's see, he's got 2 goals, 10 assists on the year, just a junior.
It was a bit of a late arriving crowd, but it's a good crowd now.
Yeah, I mentioned before the game that I thought there'd be a lot more here, and then after a little bit of a pregame, I looked up. There's a lot here.
They're here. Yeah, they are here. So again, and I believe it's adjusting some equipment on the mask. I don't know if a strap had come loose. And
maybe that's where the puck hit him.
Now the referee is satisfied. And the face-off outside the Grand Rapids blue line. Moorhead leading 1-0. 8:03 to go, period 1. Markway backhands it behind the net. Sturl gets it to Del Greco. Del Greco to center. Pokes at it a couple times. Grand Rapids still at neutral ice. Finally, they'll get it in deep. Back to get it is Kramer. Kramer double teamed. He'll get it to the point. Can Grand Rapids keep it in? For a bit they can. Now it's scooped out to center. It goes into the Moorhead bench, and we'll have a face-off at neutral ice.
This game's going fast, so let's make sure to thank McDonald's, Ray's Marine, Affinity Plus, and the Deerwood Bank, as well as S&S Meats, all sponsors of Thunderhawk Hockey all season long on J105.
And of course, we do have a YouTube video stream going. You can find that on our website at KOZYradio.com. And video this period is brought to you by Roth RV. We'll talk about them a little bit more in a bit.
Shots on goal now in favor of Moorhead, 4-3.
And the goals in favor of Moorhead, 1-0. Out to center ice, Murphy falls down, creates a quick 2-on-1. Quick shot turned aside by Gunderson. Now here comes Drennan. Drennan gains the red line, shoots it in deep. Wiggle will put it up the boards. Easton Young keeps it in, but quickly out to center ice. Schiller moves it ahead. Now Bauer Murphy again. Long pass ahead, tipped in by Hayden DeMars. As the Thunderhawks go after it, make changes. Backhanded behind the net by Schiller. Now moved ahead by Cryer. Cryer near side to Triggs. Triggs. Oh, shifty hockey player tries to get in front of the net. Thunderhawks will shut that down, get out to center. Kerr can't control it through center ice. Now Gramer taken off of his stick. Long shot behind the Grand Rapids net. Moved up the boards. Sturl gets it outside the zone. Kerr is bodied off the puck. Morquay jumps into the rush, gets it into the zone. Harper Bentz stops it there. Moves it to the near side to Triggs. Yeah, just notice when Triggs gets the puck, you don't really pinch in, do you?
Skate with him and get him in the neutral zone is what you're saying?
I'm thinking so. You don't want to be flat-footed with him going behind you. Now a shot by Triggs, and that's blocked by J.J. Kerr. Nice defensive play. Kramer in his own zone moves it ahead to Lindberg. Lindberg with a shot pad saved by Gunderson. And right now, Moorhead, the aggressors dictating the play a little bit right now. Back to the point, long shot, goal! Oh, that went off of Kramer's skate, I believe. And we'll get the Grand Rapids goal. It'll be credited to Easton Young. A fortuitous bounce for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Or maybe, I'll tell you, yeah, I'm sure it's Easton Young.
That's who skated
that'll get
through.
the goal.
Yeah.
That's who skated through first. And I believe that went off of Joe Kramer's skate and just right between the pads of Kai Weigel.
Yeah, because all the Thunderhawks were in front of the net, headed right out to Easton Young to congratulate him, so they knew they didn't tip it. And Sam Stroll will get an assist. And Drotz will get another assist. And we're all tied up at 1. Been no penalties called in this first period. 4:58 to go. And did you notice who was refereeing? Yeah, the two Zalkis and Tom Anik.
Okay.
Bobby Zalke and his kid Bay, and then Thomas Anik.
As Drotz stops at the half wall in the Moorhead zone, looking for Morquay. Cutting in, doesn't quite connect. Morquay able to keep it in the zone. Picked up by Cortan. Cortan off the glass, out to the line. Morquay again keeps it in by a whisker.
You know, I talked about Easton Young the other night. Ren Morquay's playing a whale of a game so far tonight. He was actually the one who blocked that shot instead of J.J. Kerr. And
okay.
He was also on that 2-on-1 that, or no, that was Easton Young that laid down and did what you had to.
4:09 to go. We're all tied at 1. Thunderhawks behind their own net. They'll come out to center. Shot in by Hayden Davis. Weigel turns that aside on a slow shot. Comes to the near side now to Martinson. Cody Martinson. Long cross ice pass. And that will slide down the ice for icing. 1-1, your score. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And again, letting you know that Roth RV bringing you the video this period. They carry a large inventory of travel trailers, toy haulers, ice and fish houses, enclosed cargo and utility trailers, Forest River Force, JB London, more. Boy, there's RVs and trailers. You need them, they got them. Puck comes to the line, gloved and kept in by Easton Young. Puts it behind the net to Andrew Searles. Searles gets it to Gavin Lindberg. And now out to center ice comes Bentz. Under Bentz. Has Lindberg with him. Shot. Used the defenseman as a screen and got it right on net. And Lindberg was cruising for the rebound. Gunderson had to be careful.
Nice job with everybody coming back. And Bauer Murphy, everybody took a man as they came to the net. So the shot happened, but no rebound.
3:24 to go, period 1, all tied at 1. As keeping it in is Bentz. Bentz to Triggs to Lindberg behind the net. Shot doesn't get through. Murphy with that block. Now here comes DeMars. DeMars spins in. They say no offside. Now they say offside. Coach Ammerman was right on the line, and he was going ballistic that they hadn't called the offside right away.
They ended up getting it here, though. Face off outside the blue line of the Moorhead Spuds.
And shall we say the Sam Sturl experiment is done for at least right now?
Because of this change here?
As Blaine Mortensen comes out on the right wing this time. As coming in, shot right on by Drotz, and Weigel turns that aside and holds for the face-off.
Trying to see now if Sam is down by the D again, which I think he is.
Oh, I'm sure he will be. He's going to get a regular shift at D. I don't know that it's that they didn't like him on this line. I think they looked at the pace of this game and said, we can't skate 4 defense all game.
We need him back there.
Through center ice is Wyatt Tweet. Tweet taken down by Stauffer. Morquay moves it up the boards. Mortensen finds Del Greco. Del Greco cuts in, has room. Joey Del Greco
comes at 2:39. Got the pass from Mortensen. And glove side, I think, yep.
Went glove side about halfway up the net, just inside the post. And Del Greco, his 19th of the season. And with 2:39 to go, Grand Rapids gets a 2-1 lead. Well, that little line shift paid immediate dividends, didn't it?
Yeah, they seem to know what they're doing, these coaches, huh?
And Sam Sturl immediately comes out on a defensive shift. 2-1 Grand Rapids after spotting Moorhead a 1-0 lead. As Carson Trigg shoots it into the Grand Rapids zone. Easton Young up the boards to DeMars, and DeMars gets it out to center. Now follows it up, but well offside.
I know it's easier to skate forward than backwards, but Del Greco came through over the blue line with so much speed that it was really, he went outside of him and got in with an open shot.
2:20 to go in period number 1 as Grand Rapids now a 2-1 lead. Behind the net, Gunderson will leave it for his defenseman, and quickly out to center. Here comes DeMars. DeMars has Kerr going to the net, but he'll take the shot and it'll deflect into the netting. We'll have a face-off in the Moorhead zone. It's been what we expected so far.
Yeah, been fun hockey both ways. Great hockey teams out here. I mean, I thought they, were rated well when we saw them earlier in the year. They're still rated right.
Del Greco wins the draw, gets it to Sturl at the point. Sturl shot, goal! Oh, Weigel never saw it. There was traffic in front, went over his shoulder and in.
The experiment works both ways. Sturl got that, didn't he? Yeah.
Yes, he did. Sam Sturl, his 3rd of the season. That puck had eyes. What tucked just under the crossbar, and Weigel never saw it till it was by him.
And it only took 41 seconds for the Thunderhawks to get 2 on the board.
3-1 Grand Rapids. And whoever, I think that might have been Drotz providing the screen. And he won't get an assist, but boy, you should, right?
Yeah. Nice shot, though.
It was.
One of those times where a high shot from the blue line works.
Wyatt Tweet comes out to center, takes a hit at the blue line.
Number 24, Sam Sturl. Number 8, Easton Young.
Del Greco and Easton Young get the assist as Moorhead works their way into the zone. Ryerson puts it to the half wall. Now here comes Drotz. Drotz has the puck poked off his stick. He's kind of on the end of a shift. He'll get off the ice now, complete the line change with the Kerr line coming out. Grand Rapids is also shortened the bench. That third line hasn't seen the ice a lot in the last 5 minutes. Notice that?
Yeah, you keep track of that pretty well, Sheldon.
As, is that, I guess they say he had his feet off the ice. It hit him. They're just going to call a face-off because of hitting a player in the box. They're going to call him in the box. That's close.
Neutral zone where they'll bring it towards the blue line of the Moorhead Spuds.
And what I mean, it was close. That was on a line change, and the player it hit in the box was barely halfway in.
Yeah, and I didn't think I saw it hit there. I thought I saw it hit a stick of the defenseman there, and I thought, oh, they called that a high stick.
Okay.
But no, that wasn't what they called.
I was ready for too many men on the ice.
That was a possibility, wasn't it?
Yeah. But they gave him the benefit of the doubt getting off the ice. Icing call on Moorhead. Face-off will come down in the Moorhead zone to the right of Kyle Wiggle. Grand Rapids has now taken over the shots on goal lead at 8-7, and they lead 3-1. Puck bounces out to center, down the ice. This will be another, no, it won't be an icing call. Good call, actually. That puck died.
He coasted a little bit too, the D.
Long pass ahead to Drotz, had the puck caught in his stick, or in his skates, rather. Hunter Benz.
I like that.
Takes a hit. And now here comes Drotz. Drotz, shot. Boy, he had Del Greco in front. Oh, they say no goal. Puck still out front. Another shot doesn't get through. And now it'll squirt out to center ice. Thunderhawks came very close. Time for a shot for Triggs. Leaves it for Benz. Shot goes wide at the buzzer. And that would have counted.
That would have counted, yes. And geez, that last one down there.
It was so close.
And it was shot from behind the net, trying to hit the goalie and bounce it in, and it did bounce into the paint, but I think the D cleared it like they're supposed to.
We come to the end of an eventful first period. Score 3-1 Grand Rapids. We'll take a break. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
First American Title Insurance is here for you. Their local office, Itasca County Abstract Company, has provided service for more than 75 years. They can help with title insurance, real estate title certificates, abstract services, and escrow services. They are a proud and long-standing supporter of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics. Itasca County Abstract Company, a First American Title Insurance member, located in downtown Grand Rapids.
When you don't have time to go to lunch, let Jimmy John's deliver lunch to you. With Jimmy John's, we can get a freaky fresh sandwich to you freaky fast. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it.
Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to.
Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
What is it that makes you powerful? It's not only having a voice, but knowing that it's heard loud and clear. We understand knowledge can change your life, and that energy will continue to power it. And because you're part of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we're always listening. Because you're more than just a customer, you're a member. And what's more powerful than that?
Brought to you by Lake Country Power. Online at lakecountrypower.coop.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
It's not too late to be sure the battery in your RV, watercraft, lawn equipment, and your favorite hot rod will be ready to go in the spring. Save $7 on a Schumacher 1.5 amp fully automatic battery maintainer, or save $15 on a Schumacher 1200 amp lithium starred mobile power pack. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
In this place, athletes face obstacles like nowhere else. The last 5 miles, the power play, the 2-minute warning. When the challenges come, we'll meet it together. Because it's your chance to show what you're made of, and the power to prove the toughest competition comes from within. This is Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine like nowhere else. Visit essentiahealth.org.
Attention ice fishermen and women. Make Nooches in the Corner your main stop before you head out on the lake. They'll come out and top off your truck with fuel and get your propane tanks filled up so you stay warm out there. Then grab your coffee, pop, and snacks and be on your way. It's easy to get in and out with your trailer. Nooches is locally owned and gives back to the community. Stop in at Nooches in the Corner at the intersections of Highways 169 and 2 in Grand Rapids.
Hi, this is Bauer Murphy with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
And back at the IRA Civic Center between periods 1 and 2, if you're the Moorhead Spuds, you got to feel a little snake bit. 2 of those goals, they weren't bad goals, if you talk about the goaltending.
But they weren't picture perfect.
They were puck luck goals.
Yep. And that's why they say, shoot, any good shot to the net is a possibility that it could go in. So it was a great period of hockey. The difference between like the last game that we saw is both teams' passes seem to connect.
Yep.
The last game, they'd break out and they'd lose the puck. But Grand Rapids started that way in the last game, but then they finished with a lot of nice tic-tac-toe goals, and 10 of them, and most of them were pretty nice goals.
They were, and here it's great transition hockey and then great defensive hockey to not let a lot of chances come on.
Yeah, there's good defensemen both ways. Even the goaltenders really haven't had to make any outstanding saves so far tonight because of all the things happening in front of them, being done well by the defense and the back check. And it's going both ways, but in that last 5 minutes, and Grand Rapids, they got 2 goals in 41 seconds at the end of that period to turn it around and make this a 2-goal difference.
We'll take a break, come back with our Anderson, Uphoven, Stauffer and Jan between period summary. 3-1 Thunderhawks. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
Ray's Marine is a 4th-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years. And there's still inventory available, including London Questliner boats with Mercury motors. They're making room for the new 2022 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the boat and Mercury motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right boat and Mercury motor for your family at Ray's Sport and Marine, where your passion is the water.
Have you been putting off making a retirement plan because the task seems too big and intimidating? At Claremont Financial Advisors, we use our easy-to-understand planning process to give you the tools to feel confident in your financial future. Whether your goal is to travel the world or enjoy our beautiful Northland, we are here to guide you towards the retirement you desire. Give Guy or Tom a call today at 326-3000 or visit us on the web at ClaremontFinancialAdvisors.com. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor, member FINRA, SIPC.
What is up, everybody? It's Brendan here coming at you from Spartan Deli. And if this is the first time you've heard about us, then you are welcome. If you also happen to be on the path of improving your health and you're wondering where the best place to eat in town is, well, you found it, guys. It's right here at Spartan Deli, located in the Central Square Mall, where everything on our menu is 100% good for you and it tastes amazing. We're open 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. And for more information, you can check us out at SpartanDeli.com.
Baby, it's cold outside, but the deals are hot at S&S Meat. Now's the time to stock your freezer with a meat bundle. Regardless of which meat bundle you prefer, you'll receive for free your choice of 10 pounds of chicken leg quarters or 5 pounds of assorted pork chops. And in addition to the smoking hot deals on the meat bundles, all pork chops plus and roast are on sale. For an even better deal, get a whole pork loin cut and wrapped to your liking. S&S Meats, one delicious meal after another. Highway 2 West, Grand Rapids.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Between Periods Summary brought to you by Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer and Jan Law Office, proudly serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917 and proudly supporting Will Stauffer and the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. What have you got, Tom?
Absolutely no penalties in that first period, and that just tells you what a fine game that's been played both ways. They're skating and not instead of reaching out with their sticks and so on.
And there were some good hits.
Yeah, some solid body checks, but they met them at the right time and timed everything right. Shots on goal were 8-7 in favor of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. And the goals happened like this. Triggs got the first one. That was for Moorhead. It happened at 8:22 left in that period. And his defenseman Grammer and Searles on the helper on that. And then the next was at 6:28. That's when Easton Young got one from the blue line. Sturl and Drotz on the helper. Let's see. Let's see. Which one's 24? Henry Sturl.
No,
right?
Sam.
Sam Sturl.
Sam Sturl has 2 points tonight.
Right. And then at 2:39, Del Greco got his first point of the evening. Mortensen and Stauffer on the assist there. And then only 41 seconds later, it was Sam Sturl getting the point and adding that second point, and Easton Young added a second. Del Greco got a second point with the helper. So Sturl got the goal, Del Greco and Young got the others, and it's 3-1.
And I didn't get any extra stats from Marvelous Marv. He's trying to make sure his live scoreboard stays up to date. So 3-1.
Oh, he runs the board on home games
yes.
then. Okay.
3-1 Grand Rapids after a period. That's your between periods summary. Shots on goal. Did you say that?
8-7.
8-7? It says 9-7 now on the board.
They just changed it then because I just looked up there.
Yeah, and it says 10-7 on the live scoreboard. We'll go with 9. It's in the middle. Anderson, Oppova, and Stauffer and Jen Law Office proudly serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917, wishing the Thunderhawks a winning season and one more break. Second period action coming up, 3-1 Grand Rapids. And you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
We are excited to announce the Timberlake's Pasta Bar is back. Join us Wednesday evenings at the Timberlake from 5 to 8 p.m. The pasta combinations are almost endless. Create your own pasta with over a dozen different ingredients, homemade sauces, and pastas. Please call 326-2600 to reserve your spot. It's delicious and exactly what you want. The Pasta Bar, every Wednesday at the Timberlake.
Doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and their team at Grand Rapids Dental Care are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all of their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com or call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks!
Affinity Plus is a proud supporter of our local hockey programs. This is Ann Cates, branch manager. Stop in and see us for your everyday needs and big life events, like opening up a membership for your child's first saving or checking account, or purchasing that home or fancy car. We would love for you to take advantage of our competitive low rates. Best of luck to our local hockey teams on a great season. Affinity Plus is insured by the NCUA, and you can learn more about us at affinityplus.org.
Hi, this is Ron Morquay with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
I swear they have the fastest period turnaround in the state right here at the IRA Civic Center.
And they still have good ice. You know, those two Zambonis come out there and they just rip through it just as fast as the game. But they get it done, and I can't see any standing water anywhere.
So we're ready to go with second period action. Grand Rapids will go from right to left, and they will start with the Del Greco line. Here comes Bentz. Bentz's shot is blocked partially by Stauffer. Behind the net, Lindberg. Lindberg goes the other side, looks for the wraparound. Gunderson able to stop that, lost his stick for a moment. Now the puck out in front, dangerous. Grand Rapids keeps that out for a moment. And a shot in the goal as Gunderson still didn't have his stick back. It'll be Gavin Lindberg making it a 3-2, 26 seconds into the period. Gavin Lindberg with his 12th of the year. And this line came out. I don't think they liked that 2-goal deficit.
I think they wanted to really pump something in there early because they worked their butts off down low. You know, they tried the wraparound quick, and Gundy was up to that, and Stauffer helped them keep it. Then they came back around the other way, then came back out and snuck it in there.
And they recognized Gunderson didn't have his stick. They went right at the pads.
Right.
And there's just no protection for that area as a goaltender when you don't have your stick. Has the puck now into the Moorhead zone behind the net. Fighting for it is Del Greco. Del Greco will dig it out to the far side. Find a little bit of room on top of the circle. Take a shot right on. Rebound. Dangerous in the slot for a moment. And now Moorhead will clear it. And the puck will go into the box.
And the goal, you called Linder on the 12th goal of the season, and getting one of the helpers was Andrew Searles. He got the assist on the first goal tonight, and the other helper, Carson Triggs, was also involved in the first goal. Got it.
Face-off will be back in the Moorhead zone to the left of goaltender Kai Wiegels. 16 minutes to go. We're 2 minutes into an eventful second period. 3-2 now. Grand Rapids leads by 1. Mortensen will take the draw. Shot goes wide. Now Mortensen's been taking that first line shift on the right wing, plays center here on the third line. Out to center ice. Here comes Parker Gast. Gets it ahead to Martinson. Cody Martinson can't get it in front. And now leading the rush is Easton Young. Has Hayden Davis going with him. Shot right on. And that will come over the glass and into the crowd.
Should be a face-off deep in the sports zone here. Actually, from our look, I thought that was going to come down, hit the glass, and stay in play.
It was close. It just cleared the glass on the near side. J.J. Kerr will take the draw, going up against Gavin Lindberg. Off the face-off, Schiller with the puck behind his own net. Schiller for Moorhead, brings it up to Bentz, gets it out to center ice. Morquay takes a hit, but gets it back into the Moorhead zone. Cryer comes up the near side. Shot back into the zone. Wiegel stops it there, backhands it to the near side. Giving chase is Schiller. Out to center ice, stopped there by Kerr. Kerr, touch pass, it comes right back to him, and then he'll backhand it ahead, but it goes into the crowd, and we'll have another face-off. We're going through pucks pretty quick here.
Yeah, and neither Kerr or DeMars, who are right in front of us, could see Del Greco. Is that him? What's on the far Sturl on the far side, wide open on the blue line, but they had a little, they were a little busy right here at the blue line, so.
Yeah, they were under pressure.
They were under pressure.
Puck comes to the near side to Cryer. Cryer for Moorhead will get it out to center to Hunter Bentz. Bentz to Lindberg. Lindberg shot right on, turned aside by Gunderson. To the line, kept in nicely by Carson Triggs. Lindberg behind the net to Bentz. Bentz out front to Triggs. Kept out. Back to the point to Gramer. Moorhead's come out with a little more intensity this period so far than Grand Rapids.
Especially this line.
Yes, this line has been on fire. They've stepped it up a notch. Thunderhawks will get it out to center ice. Coming back in is Triggs. Triggs out front. Had Songstead there, but that was poked away before it got to him. Now the fight for it deep in the Grand Rapids zone. Out front. Shot turned away by Gunderson. Triggs was looking for it again.
That was basically just Gunderson holding his ground strong with the pads down low.
Morquay tries to take Wyatt Tweed off the puck. They come to the slot looking for the defenseman. Another shot blocked by Del Greco. Thunderhawks still bottled up in their own zone. They'll get it out to center, but it'll be an icing call all the way down the ice. 13:37 to go. 3-2 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca scoreboard.
And with that score, let's thank Grand Rapids Dental Care. Nooch is in the corner. Mackley Auto Repair. Edge of the Wilderness, Lakes and Homes. Midland Title. Guy Claremont. And the Motor Shop. Dave Brown still have anything to do with the Motor Shop?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Yeah, Fleischer's there too, but Brown's still there. Off the faceoff, controlled by Moorhead. Shot gets right in on Gunderson. Stopped at the side of the net. Thunderhawks trying to break it out. They'll get it out to center. Sam Sturl couldn't find it. Now a shot right on. Sturl back out on that wing. Back to the point. Shot pad saved by Gunderson. Another shot. That one doesn't get past Drotz. Behind the net. Bauer Murphy can't find it. Easton Young will. Young brings it up to Del Greco. Del Greco has speed coming in. A centering pass, and Sturl couldn't quite get the stick on it. Shot goes over the net. Stopped there by Bauer Murphy. Continuing the forecheck is Ryerson. Thunderhawks, oh, dangerous pass. Knocked out of the air by Cortan. And
penalty.
Cortan's going to go.
He should, because that was frozen for quite a while when he
didn't take a huge hit on him, but he
tried to dig it out.
Stuck his stick at the trapper and spun Gunderson around, and he's going to go for goaltender interference.
Number 10, first penalty of the game.
And that is our first Grand Rapids Police Department power play. And they remind you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live longer. And by the way, the video this period brought to you by S&S Meats. Just one great meal after another. All their meat bundles are on sale right now. You stop in, get a meat bundle from S&S Meats.
We do that every Christmas for our kids.
Back to the point now to Easton Young. Grand Rapids on the power play, a 32.2% power play. Kerr puts on the brakes behind the net, comes to DeMar, shot right on, rebound right on, and nice job. Puck does go in the net way late, I think, but whistle had been blown for a while.
Right.
And nice job by Weagles just holding the near post.
You know, those are tight angle shots that a lot of times you're not going to take, but they both worked. I mean, it gave the goalie a hard time.
Face off to Weagles right for Moorhead. They have an 80% penalty kill. Easton Young stops it at the blue line. He'll go far side, shot right on, rebound. Cleared to the point. Thunderhawks coming close already on the power play. Back to the point. This time it'll get past Easton Young, and Lindbergh comes flying for it. As I believe Gavin Lindbergh lost a blade, didn't he?
I think so.
He lost
what
something.
Ended up on the ice.
Yep.
As the goalie came out.
As Gunderson came way out, and you saw something flying, and
right.
it was the blade of his skate. Lindbergh with speed, and
it doesn't even look like it. Oh no, maybe there is parts. I was going to say there.
No, I think it just popped out. They'll snap in now.
Right, but I thought looks like they're trying to put the blade back together a little bit.
could have actually broke it, I guess.
Geez, did you?
I'm sure he has another one.
And maybe this is the strength of Gunderson's that
and Grand Rapids getting a penalty out of that to Henry Sturl.
Huh.
So that will even it up at 4 skaters apiece for a minute 13. Then there'll be a short power play for Moorhead. So Sturl had to be the back checker.
Right. Or maybe they're giving it to Gundy and Sturl's going to serve it, but that doesn't seem like
that's
I'd
a
send
tough
him
penalty
over.
on Gunderson if that's who it's on. I would not like that one.
No, because he played the puck.
Yes, he did. It is on Gunderson. Yikes. They'll give him a tripping call.
Yeah.
Has the puck behind the Moorhead net. Schiller. I don't know that I've ever seen that called when the goaltender comes out and actually does the poke check, and the offensive player goes over him.
Right.
But
I think he got it with the stick, didn't
yes,
he? Yes,
he did.
I thought he touched it. Instead of just skates.
Now here's Gramer. Gramer keeps it into the Grand Rapids zone. So we're skating 4-on-4. And then we'll have a short Moorhead power play after that. 3-2 Grand Rapids. They led 3-1 after one. Early goal by Lindbergh. He's still getting his skate worked on, it looks like, over there, isn't he? Lost a blade on that tripping call.
Looks like it's just about done.
Now coming in is Murphy. His centering pass doesn't connect. And now with the power play. Short Grand Rapids Police Department power play, or a penalty kill for Grand Rapids coming up. There's 32 seconds in the Moorhead power play. Puck in the Grand Rapids zone. Staying out there is Cortan. He's the one who was in the penalty box as Grand Rapids gets it. Kerr will shoot it down the ice. Wiegels off the boards, out to center. Here comes Cryer. Cryer, drop pass. That doesn't work. Gets back to the point. Goes far side for Triggs. Triggs back to the point. Kept in by Schiller. Schiller puts on the brakes. Near side now to Cryer. Cryer down low for Cortan. Grand Rapids at full strength as Sturl back out on the ice. So neither team able to connect on a short power play. Thunderhawks have the puck in the slot, try to clear it, can't. Cryer keeps it in, moves in, shot right on. Gunderson makes the save, back to the point, still kept in by Schiller. Schiller's shot turned aside by Gunderson, rebound, slides across the crease. Thunderhawks now clear it down the ice, they'll reset. Shots on goal are now 16-12 in favor of the Moorhead Spuds, and they've been the aggressors for the most part this period.
They've been getting the pucks in net, keeping the puck in the offensive zone, and Rapids sometimes can only just clear it out to get things going instead of their quick breakout that was working in the first period.
Kerr, Davis, and DeMars out on this line, and this isn't really a line shuffle. This is just because of the power play and trying to get things back together.
Sure.
So Davis will get a shift here with Kerr and DeMars. Young puts it behind his own net for Stauffer as the Thunderhawks try to set up the breakout. Near side to Easton Young. Young off the boards, goes up high, and whistle.
Must have hit some rafters or something.
I guess it did go high.
But I tell you, we don't talk much about Gunderson, but holy cow, can he direct rebounds with great precision. He can almost clear it on his own.
Lindbergh and Kerr taking the draw to the left of Gunderson. 3-2 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Of course, they are the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Hayden DeMars can't control it through center ice. Comes back to the Thunderhawk blue line. Slides in front. Quickly out as DeMars off the boards. Goes after it. Now that was close to interference.
And he still ended up with the puck, DeMars.
He did. DeMars puts on the brakes. He'll backhand it deep into the zone looking for Kerr. Nice job by Lindbergh to stop that. Now here's DeMars looking for the shot. Had his stick lifted at the last moment by Bentz. Up the boards. Stauffer pokes at it. Can't keep it in. Out to center ice comes Triggs. Near side to Morquay. Morquay, breakaway pass. Oh, Del Greco lost an edge. A little bit too much lean. He's trying to do a little bit like a Daytona car trying to take the corner a little fast.
The sharp cut just went out from underneath him on that one. But he still got up, handled the puck, and looked for the winger. A nice defensive play, deflected it up and out of play for the Spuds. Face off deep to their right, and they trail by one.
Face off to the right of goaltender Kai Wiegels. Puck kicked to the blue line, kept in there by Easton Young. Del Greco goes after it, can't get to it. Up the far side goes Schiller. Schiller gets it out to center. Back to get it is Easton Young. Young. Fight for it in the corner. Young will come away with it. Backhanded to Bauer Murphy. Murphy thought he had Sturl a little bit farther up ice. Oh, they say no icing. Not sure why.
Not sure either.
I was already looking down at my sheet. Now on the far side, here's Songstead. Songstead gets it out to the center. Thunderhawks shoot it back in. Drotz looks for the centering pass. Sturl backhand in front. Oh, Del Greco robbed by Wiegels. Down the ice, still no icing. Easton Young back to get it. Backhands it to Bauer Murphy. Murphy quickly up the boards to Drotz. Drotz finds Mortensen. Mortensen turns. Stopped just inside the blue line. And out to center. Through neutral ice comes Ryerson. Shot by Kramer from the slot is blocked at the D.
Moorhead blocked that. He's a little limp. He just got up.
Shot just goes wide. Back to the half wall. Gramer pinching in, keeps it in. Now they fight for it deep in the Grand Rapids zone in the corner. Dugout comes to Henry Sturl. Sturl gets it in, goes after it, can't get it on net. Back to get it in time is Martinson. They actually had that rush. One of the Martinson's actually a forward, and he was covering back for the pinching Gramer, but it didn't seem to bother him at all.
And Verbeek just got a shift.
Now Moorhead winds his way through center. Ooh, that looked offside to me. The referee said no. Shot on net. Wiegels puts it up the near side to Gast. Parker Gast gets it out to center where Kerr tries to turn. Kerr shoots it in deep. Thunderhawks making changes. Kerr digs it out, spinning toward the net. Can't get a shot off. Now DeMars. DeMars pinned up against the boards. Out to center ice. Lindbergh has the goal this period, takes a look at it. Davis digs it out for Will Stauffer. 5:25 to go, 3-2 Grand Rapids. One goal this period. It was in the first minute by Gavin Lindbergh of Moorhead. Tipped into the zone, end of a shift for DeMars. Tipped it in, got the change finished up. Lindbergh ahead to Hunter Bentz, or Harper Bentz. Shot right on, rebound! Oh, what a block by Sam Sturl. And quickly the other way. It's Del Greco and Drotz. Drotz has it bouncing, and now the puck shot the other way. Actually, it was Drotz looking to play it back to the point and went all the way down. Wow, was that a quick turnaround, wasn't it?
Del Greco's got some speed, and he just looks so smooth.
I have something in mind of what I would call him right now, but I'm going to leave it go. 4:36 to go, 3-2 Grand Rapids. As the puck at the Grand Rapids blue line, spinning in. Moorhead tries to drag it in front. Sturl gets it to the point, not out. Drotz will tip it out to center.
It's a nice play, reading the pass from D to D. Drotz is going to get it.
Drotz puts it in deep. He's at the end of a shift. Thunderhawks making changes. Mortensen tries to get it out front for DeMars. It hits a stick that was just on the ice, or that could have connected. Now here's Wyatt Tweed. His shot goes into the netting behind Gunderson. 3:57 to go, second period. 3-2 Grand Rapids.
Let's thank a few of our sponsors while we got a chance here and a break in the action. The Timberlake is one of them. Thank you to them, as well as Grand Rapids General Motors and Grand Rapids State Bank.
3:57 to go. Grand Rapids leading 3-2. Again, SNS Meats, our video sponsor. You can check out our YouTube video on our website, KOZYradio.com. There'll be a link right there. Out to center ice. Back to get it is Joe Schiller. Schiller puts it to the far side. Off the boards. Backhanded out to center. Ian Ness tries to cut in. The puck will slide in on Gunderson, and he'll hold it for a face-off. And we'll get a shout-out to Jen McInerney, who's running the camera for us. She was color everything for you.
She's Caesar Tovar for the
she does all the traffic and keeps everyone in line at the station. But our regular camera guy is out of town for a family funeral. So Jen doing it tonight, and Super Joe will do it tomorrow.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Shot. It goes off Gunderson's stick and into the netting, so we'll redo a face-off. I say it went off his stick. It went off the top of his stick on top of the blocker is where he got that.
So what I think, if I do the math here, the Spuds have outshot the Thunderhawks 12-4 in this second period.
But the Thunderhawks, out of those 4 shots, have had some good chances.
Oh, yeah. And even stuff where they've been in the zone but didn't get the shot on net.
Now here's Harper Bentz with a shot right on, and Gunderson
out on the top of the paint.
Yep.
Handled that easily. Had the angle all the way.
That looked like an easier save than it was. Just because of where Gunderson was. He had the angle cut down, didn't have to do much as Bentz shot it into him, but he was in a good scoring spot. Thunderhawks win the draw as Drotz gets it out to center. So now we have Henry Sturl on the wing on this line. That's the third winger we've seen on this Del Greco line. Sam Sturl, Blaine Mortensen, and now Henry Sturl. On the far side, getting it into the zone, shot right on. Weagles will glove it and hold it for a face-off.
Well, all I got to say is when they're changing things up, I don't hardly notice other than the numbers because they're all playing pretty good hockey.
Face-off will be in the Moorhead zone. Thunderhawks, that's a pretty quick change. That was not a long shift for that Del Greco line that time. Kerr will take the draw. Shot from the point, almost tipped in. So now we're shuffling this line because Henry Sturl, the winger on this line, playing on the first line. So Hayden Davis getting a shift here with Kerr and DeMars. Puck thrown up the boards. DeMars picks it up, moves it ahead to Kerr, who has a little room. Kerr finds Davis, shot, just off the end of the trapper of Weagles. Nice save. Shot gets in deep. Now here's DeMars. DeMars has it go off the end of his stick, come out to center, and the Thunderhawks have to regroup at center ice. Shot in. Schiller backhands it ahead for Bentz. Bentz takes a hit from Drotz. Drotz ties him up. Now Drotz turns, gets into the zone. Drotz, far side, Del Greco. Del Greco shot right on. Rebound! Oh, Thunderhawks had two cracks at it. Couldn't get it, and we're going to get a slashing call on Moorhead. Thunderhawks will get a power play out of this, as going to the box will be number 16, Carson Triggs, and it's a Grand Rapids Police Department power play, and they remind you to hug your kids at home and belt them in the car. Last power play only ended up going about 25 seconds for each team, as there was another penalty called. We'll see what the Thunderhawks can do here. Off the faceoff, picked up by Cortan. Cortan, a long shot on, and Gunderson will make the glove save and drop it. Cross ice pass as the Thunderhawks come through neutral ice with Del Greco. Del Greco's shot deflected all the way up into the American flag here at the IRA.
Yeah, he moved along the boards, cut to the circle. Nobody came to him, so he took a shot, and just as that, they stuck a stick out. Up it goes into the netting.
Grand Rapids still a 3-2 lead on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. And the power play right now. Del Greco and Lindbergh to take the draw. Thunderhawks can't quite win it, and some room for Harper Bentz. Bentz gets into the zone. He's taken into the half wall by Easton Young. Young at his stick and it caught in. Now a wraparound almost catches Gunderson, and Grand Rapids now with the puck. That was dangerous.
He was on his forehand and he got there quick for that wraparound.
Now Morquay shoots it in deep. 1:15 left in the power play, 1 minute in the period. Puck out to center ice to Easton Young. Young goes the far side. Oh, we're going to have an icing call. He didn't realize they were making a line change. Shot it right to the winger who was going off the ice.
And I thought his stick touched that at the blue line, but maybe not. Obviously not.
Face off to the left of Gunderson. 51 seconds left in the period. And Grand Rapids on the power play, but a defensive zone face off. Sturl wins the draw. Up the boards to DeMars. DeMars pokes it ahead, but it's taken off his stick and shot right back down the ice. Thunderhawks have had a bit of issue getting control in the zone on this power play.
Well, like you mentioned that DeMars, he just can't get around these defensemen as easily as the Cloquet Lumberjacks defensemen.
Yes, or Denfeld. As he tries to go back to the point, but it's taken away. And here comes Ryerson. Ryerson with a shot right on, and Gunderson able to make the save and hold on for the faceoff.
Started off as a 2-on-1 on Will Stauffer. He kind of went to take the man without the puck. And then a back check by, who's 20? That's DeMars.
DeMars, yep.
And so all of a sudden Stauffer was able to move over, take the puck, and then the goalie moved out and cut off the angle. So everybody did what they're supposed to make sure that's a safe shot.
Off the face-off. Grand Rapids controls it. Just 9 seconds left in the period. DeMars backhands it in. 3 seconds. And that will do it for the period. As buzzer sounds, period comes to an end. Thunderhawks leading by a score of 3-2. This game's far from over, obviously. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
This is Scott at Mackley Auto Repair, reminding you it's the perfect time of the year for an alignment. It not only helps with tire wear, it also helps with how your car handles and performs. We have the latest equipment, so call us at Mackley's Auto Repair, located in downtown Coleraine. And as always, we'd like to thank our loyal customers and look forward to meeting the new ones.
My name is Jenna Madal. I'm an account service representative at Grand Rapids State Bank. After working in sales for AT&T for 5 years, I came back home when COVID hit, and I was grateful to find a job here. I love my coworkers and the team attitude we have. It feels really great to work in a good family atmosphere at this job. I have many friends and family connections in the area, and I enjoy seeing them all when they come to visit the bank. Grand Rapids State Bank, this is my community and my bank.
Member FDIC, Grand Rapids State Bank, Equal Housing Lender.
The Motor Shop wants to wish all of our student athletes the best of luck this season. At the Motor Shop, we service and sell all motors for every heating system. Heck, bring in the whole squirrel cage and we'll hand it back to you ready to go. Snow blowers not running? No problem for the Motor Shop. The Motor Shop does service on all makes and models of ATVs, snowmobiles, and side-by-sides. The Motor Shop also has sharpening service. So bring in your knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and other circular saw blades. If it has a motor, gas or electric, simple. The Motor Shop.
Hi, this is Andrea, deli manager at Super One North. I invite you to come in and see what we have in our deli. With my 30-plus years of experience, my staff and I are here to offer you the best customer service, as well as the largest olive, salad, and hot bar in the area. We freshly slice our meat and cheeses daily, and we'll cut anything to your liking. See something that looks good? Ask us for a sample. Looking for the best fried chicken in town? Look no longer. Super One Foods is the place. Super One Foods, proud to be a part of your community.
Northern Minnesota's Certified Apple Service Center is now open at Paul Bunyan Communications in Grand Rapids. For both in-warranty and out-of-warranty service on Apple products and computer repair, bring it to the new Paul Bunyan Communications office at 510 Southeast 21st Street. We can help with hardware or software problems, spill damage, screen replacement, virus removal, and more. For service on your Apple product and PC repair, come to Paul Bunyan Communications, Northern Minnesota's Certified Apple Service Center, now open in Grand Rapids.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we've put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand. We'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
Hi, this is Zach Lagergren with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Zach Lagergren, who got the win on Tuesday night,
right,
against Cloquet.
Almost had that shutout.
Almost gave up the goal late in a 10-1 win. Here it's 3-2 Grand Rapids as that second period, especially the first half of it, dominated by Moorhead. Grand Rapids kind of punched back in the last part of the period.
Yeah, they really did outshoot them and controlled the play in the offensive zone. And that being said, they had some opportunities, but not that many more, really, with almost twice as many shots.
So shots on goal ended up at 22-19.
Okay, so they took one away and added one. So that changes it down a little bit then. So then it's only 15-10 in shots on goal in the second period.
But it was like 13-4 or 12-4 about midway through that period for shots on goal, and it really felt like that. The Grand Rapids was hanging on a little bit, and then they came back later part of that period and had some decent opportunities.
Well, and I think part of that correlates to when you mentioned that they were skating only two lines and I think they're still skating 5D, but only 2 lines for about a 5-minute stretch.
Well, and it's all shuffled. I mean, you don't know who's on what line anymore.
True.
So that's a little bit interesting, as I think they've had 3 different wingers now up on that number 1 line. Both Henry and Sam Sturl and Blaine Mortensen have all played with Del Greco and Drotz, and Hayden Davis has now skated with the Kerr line, and that 3rd line has been just shuffle the deck and deal them out.
Yeah, right, because the last time, let's see who was out there.
I can't remember when that 3rd line was. Travis Verbeek got his first shift.
Got a shift out there.
Gavin Lindbergh scored early, no goals after that. In the period, it's 3-2 Grand Rapids after 2. We'll take a break, come back with our Dr. Lee Jess between period summary. You're listening to it on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I'm working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Patty Jook of Edge of the Wilderness Realty was born and raised in Grand Rapids and brings 36 years of experience to the team. The Northland is a special place, with beautiful landscapes and hidden gems behind every patch of trees. Let Patty help you find yours. Call Patty today at 218-259-1603 or visit eowrealty.com for current listings. Love where you live on the Edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
What do you find in a Sammy's Pizza Kitchen? Their family recipe sauce with a secret mix of seasonings, dough made fresh each morning, crimped into the perfect crust, specialty meats, and real mozzarella cheese, all making up their famous bite-sized squares. They're cooking up experiences that bring together family and friends to create lasting traditions. Visit them at 802 South Pregame Avenue in Grand Rapids or order online at sammy'spizzagrandrapids.com.
Roth RV has Ice Trek fish houses in stock. Designed and manufactured in Minnesota's North Country, where they know what it takes to build tough and durable equipment to withstand the worst of winter. The Ice Trek all-aluminum alloy frame is hand-welded at every seam, and with the all-aluminum alloy, there's no rusting and no frame deterioration due to road salt. Ice Trek skids are delivered open shell, which allows custom finishing. Roth RV also has Forest River's Grey Wolf ice fish houses, engineered with impeccable quality, offering a spacious interior to keep you comfortable. Roth RV.
Taco Tuesday is calling.
Tuesday!
Get seasoned beef tacos for just 99 cents each every Taco Tuesday. Craver Savers.
Crunching.
Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for 99-cent deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. Tacos. Taco John's.
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sturl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sturl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sturl at Sturl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
Hi, this is Justin Kerr with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
We're between periods 2 and 3 at the IRA Civic Center, 3-2 Grand Rapids, and this between periods summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health, proudly supporting Will Stauffer and the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Hockey Team, wishing them a winning season. What have you got, Mr. Downing?
Well, we got a 3-2 score is what we got between two highly touted teams in the state of Minnesota. And the Thunderhawks still in the lead in spite of being outshot 15-10 in that second period. It's 22-19 total for the 2 periods of play so far. They are going to be on the power play, but only for 13 seconds to start this second period as Triggs, who has 2 points for the Spuds, he's in the penalty box right now. The only goal scored by Moorhead, that came only, 26 seconds into that first period. Lindbergh got the goal, and Searles and Triggs on the helpers there. So that's Lindbergh's he's got quite a few goals. 12th goal of the season for the Moorhead Spuds. So, and that's where we sit, 3-2.
Well, and, I will say I really haven't noticed Searles that much on the ice, but he's got assists on both goals.
Right. Yeah, he's doing something right out there. And Triggs, again, you kind of say the same thing. These are some of their high-scoring guys. And
well, Triggs I've noticed.
Have you noticed him?
I've noticed Triggs, but I haven't noticed Searles as much. But
right.
And there were a couple penalties, but no power play goals.
Yeah, Grand Rapids took 1, Moorhead took 2, and one of them still in the box for 13 seconds.
And that's where we sit. That's your Dr. Lee Jess between periods summary, and they've been proudly caring for your family's dental and oral health, and proudly supporting Will Stauffer and the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team, wishing them a winning season. I have a fearless prediction. 3-2 will not be the final score of this hockey game.
All right, that's a safe one. Yeah, I think there's going to be more than a couple goals in this period.
It's been a good one. We're expecting a good third period. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
At Woodland Bank, we've built our business on long-term relationships. That means we work with local small businesses to be a partner in their success. After all, when they succeed, so do we. In fact, so does the whole community. If you're ready to start a business or grow your existing business, you should give Woodland Bank a call today. Come on over to Woodland Bank and bank easy. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Home closing can be stressful, even more so when you're not working with local professionals. Midland Title is the top choice when you want a local expert. They bank locally, and the salaries paid stay local. Plus, they will work hard to accommodate your schedule with flexible closing times. Their staff understands the Iron Range communities. Call Midland Title today to arrange your next closing. 218-328-8672. Proud to support Grand Rapids High School athletics.
I'm Danielle Witherow, one of your Grand Rapids Edward Jones financial advisors. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Sports on J105. Call any of the Grand Rapids Edward Jones offices for all of your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
What is it that makes you powerful? It's not only having a voice, but knowing that it's heard loud and clear. We understand knowledge can change your life, and that energy will continue to power it. And because you're part of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we're always listening. Because you're more than just a customer, you're a member. And what's more powerful than that?
Brought to you by Lake Country Power. Online at lakecountrypower.coop.
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work and a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
Hi, this is Jens Caldall with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to the Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Both teams back out on the ice as we are just about set for third period action. We said we weren't going to have a running time game. We were going to have a tight, well-played, fast hockey game. No doubt.
Haven't been disappointed one little bit.
And we could do this all again tomorrow with just as good a teams.
Probably so, yeah. Hill Murray rated number, 4 in the state,
yep.
I think, in Class 2A. Grand Rapids is 9, Moorhead is 8 in the most recent rankings I saw on January 15th is what those were dated.
So here we go, as it'll be Lindbergh going up against Kerr as they reunite this line with Sturl and DeMars. Sam Sturl and Ren Morquay on defense, so we assume he won't be out on the wing on the next shift. Off the faceoff, puck comes into the Moorhead zone. Moorhead scored 26 seconds into period 2 with Gavin Lindbergh as a puck shot down the ice. That'll be a... Oh, no, not a quick icing. We're still on the power play for a moment.
But that'll take care of it.
Yes. Forgot about that 13-second power play. Nothing came of it. So Grand Rapids, neither team has scored on the power play so far. And it hasn't been a penalty-filled game. I'm happy for that. Gavin Lindbergh, little move going past Sturl. Shot, goal! Oh, picks the short side. Scored 26 seconds into period 2. Scores 37 seconds into period 3.
And that was Lindbergh again.
That was Lindbergh, and we're all tied at 3.
I'm not sure how he snuck that in on the short side. It was a good shot.
He had to turn the puck on edge to get it through there. I mean, there was so little room.
I thought Gundy had it posted and covered, but
must have just leaned as he thought Lindbergh was going to cut across the net. Only took an inch. So now Gus Drennan getting a shift on this line. On this first line. I'm looking forward to seeing this one. I think Drennan, the freshman, has the speed to really make this line cook a little more than the other ideas we had. Shot goes wide of the far post from Moorhead. Now a shot that's gloved down, rebound, shot wide of the net. Comes to the point, and the Thunderhawks will get it out to center. And Lindbergh, you can pick up the assist as Mortensen behind the net. He falls. Puck comes to the near side to Easton Young. Puck comes outside the zone. Having to pick it up there is Searles. Hayden Davis shoots it into the Moorhead zone. All tied at 3. 15-20 to go. Goal early in the second, goal early in the third for Gavin Lindbergh. Kramer moves his way through center. Gets it ahead to Ian Ness. Ness tries to cut in front of the net. That's shut down. Off the boards, down the ice, and that'll be an icing call on the Thunderhawks. Faceoff will come back into the Grand Rapids zone.
Last 2 goals, official scoring. Lindbergh got the number 2 goal, Searles and Triggs. What happened on the next one? Same thing. Same thing. Searles and Triggs on the helper on the Lindbergh. Sneak it in on the short side.
Face off to the right of Miles Gunderson. Off the face-off, comes out to center. Shot into the Moorhead zone. Back to get it is Schiller. Now behind the net is Sturl. Henry Sturl gets it to Kerr. Kerr tries to backhand it off the net. He's double-teamed behind the Moorhead net. Comes to the half wall. Thunderhawks can't keep it in. DeMars coming close to a slashing call. And a centering pass that doesn't connect. Now here's Triggs right off the cage of Gunderson that time on the backhand. Thunderhawks out to center ice as DeMars giving chase. Getting there just in time is Kramer. Trying to catch Grand Rapids on a change. Here's Lindbergh. Lindbergh looking for Bentz on the backside. Doesn't connect. Now here's Kramer. Kramer against Drennan will get the angle shot off, and the puck is tipped into the netting. 3-3 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. And video this period brought to you by Rapid Fuel, created to help the community by offering smart, fast, nutritious options for people who are busy living life. Located at 816 Pregame Avenue South in the Coldwell Banker Building at Rapid Fuel GR. Check them out on social media. Drotz can't find it in the Moorhead zone. Out to center ice. Long shot. Tipped aside. Thunderhawks with Del Greco. Finds a little bit of room. Moves it ahead to Drotz. Drotz on the backhand. Gets it right on net. And a nice save by Weagles. He'll hold on for the faceoff.
Set that up nice. Del Greco, long pass to Drotz, skating from the opposite side of the rink along the blue line, right on his tape. It's too bad he couldn't have got in on the forehand, but he got a nice backhand shot down low that the goalie got down, grabbed with his glove. 26-20 shots on goal here total, so that means 4-1 in this period in favor of the Spuds.
Sam Sturl keeps it in, spin around shot, gets in on Weagles. He turns that aside. Thunderhawks applying the forecheck. Behind the net is Hayden Davis. Blaine Mortensen there as well. Mortensen will come away with it. Backside shot. Oh, rebound in front. We're going to have a tripping on Grand Rapids. That's an unfortunate penalty. Correct call, but unfortunate, as shot that's tipped into the corner. Extra attacker out for Moorhead. Grand Rapids had a couple golden opportunities with that third line, and Hayden Davis was actually trying to swing at the puck, missed the puck, took a kid down. It was unintentional. It was the correct call, and it was in the offensive zone. It was just a misfortune.
And everybody could see it the way that thing happened.
Yeah, no question you had to call it.
Right.
Grand Rapids Police Department penalty kill. Being sent to the penalty box can leave you with that sinking feeling. Yes, offside call. Sinking feeling. Seeing a police car doing a U-turn behind you in your rearview mirror. And Grand Rapids Police Department reminds you, do not drink and drive. Harper Bentz winds up at his own blue line. Now he'll drop it for Gramer. Gramer moves it ahead for Ryerson. Thunderhawks stop that, shoot it back into the Moorhead zone. Easton Young has to go get a new piece of lumber. Now did he just go to the bench, or did he?
No, they replaced him.
Replaced him. He didn't just get a different stick.
No.
Backside shot at Morquay. Oh, he took a tough one earlier.
Yeah.
He takes a hard one there. Whew. Gets the blocked shot, but he paid for it. 1:23 left in the Moorhead power play. 12:22 in the game, tied at 3.
Ren Morquay, just another one of those beautiful defenders on the line for the Thunderhawks, the blue line, that is. Got to pick up the stick, so while they're doing that, let's thank Sammy's Pizza. Let's also thank Paul Bunyan Communications, Woodland Bank, CarQuest, Edward Jones Incorporated, First American Title, Itasca County Abstract for sponsoring Thunderhawk hockey. Picking up some chips or splinters. That's not a wood stick, is it?
No, but I think the
they just busted the blade is all.
Yep. Yeah, I think the carbon kind of shredded. Lindbergh wins the draw, but wins it too well. It'll come all the way back into the Moorhead zone. Coming out is Weagles. Nice job to move it up ice. Moorhead gets into the zone, looking to set up on the power play. We're tied at 3. Backside looking for Ryerson. Now to the point. Gramer can't keep it in. 57 seconds left in the Moorhead power play. Gramer in his own zone. Now turns back in his own zone again. Cryer now. And Moorhead, they've just wasted 15 seconds of the power play, not even trying to come up ice.
Just moving the puck around in their own zone for no reason.
Without a lot of forecheck happening.
Right.
Gramer now pinches in. Ryerson rather, gets it behind the net. Ryerson fighting for it along with Stauffer. Stauffer pins Ryerson to the board, comes out to the near side, and Easton Young tries out the new stick and shoots it down the ice. That one works too. 14 seconds left in the Moorhead power play. Through center ice, Schiller, cross ice pass, Morquay. Hey, he's tough, he's right back out there. And Kerr gets it back out to center. Thunderhawks have killed the penalty. Still tied at 3. Quick shot right on from Stahlberger. Sam Sturl Clips it up ice. Henry Stroh digs it out, spins, gets it into the zone. DeMars finds it behind the net. DeMars back to Morquay. Morquay, he'll take a shot, goes wide of the net. Sturl takes his man into the boards, but Cortan carries on and gets it to center, gains the blue line, and a shot right on, and Gunderson makes the save. Have you ever seen a more confident goaltender with the glove than Gunderson? I don't know that it's the quickest glove, but it's the most confident one I've ever seen.
He believes in it.
He believes in it. You got it. If you believe.
You know, and over the games I've seen, he's never really been tested that much, but I've always heard he's just a wonderful goaltender. He's shown it a couple times tonight right there.
That was a good save by Gunderson behind the net. Centering pass, shot right on. Gunderson makes the save, and it goes in on the rebound.
I'm not sure if that didn't go off of a Rapids player. 19 has taken credit for it from Moorhead.
Harper Bence will get the credit, 4-3. And that is the 23rd goal for Harper Bence. 10:07 to go. That was a great initial save by Gunderson.
Right.
And then the rebound just trickled in on the glove side.
Kind of looked like it kind of got up and over him somehow, down, just over the shoulder as he was down.
So Grand Rapids, they had a 3-1 lead. Now that is gone +1, as it's now a 4-3 Moorhead lead. Drennan off his skates, gets it to Drotz. Drotz tries to drag it in. Now from the slot, shot right on, didn't get all of it. Del Greco. Del Greco through center ice, looking for Drotz. That doesn't connect. Drennan. Now here's cutting in is Bence. But Grand Rapids comes the other way. Drotz looking for some room, can't get it in front. Now Drotz at the side of the net, or at the half wall, but it's dug out. Out to center ice. Lindbergh tries to come through. Puck still in front of the Grand Rapids net. Here's Sam Sturl. Sturl comes wide behind the net. Comes out front. Shot right on. Morquay keeps it in. Just backhands it deep. 4-3. Moorhead on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Shortest player on the ice just got run over behind the Grand Rapids net. Now cutting in. Saved by Gunderson, and Sturl able to get the puck out to center. Verbeek, he had a rough shift. He got run over twice.
I'm not sure what's happening here. I think Bay's going to call a penalty on the Rapids.
On Grand Rapids, it is. As they tie it up behind the net. So Grand Rapids now trails by 2, and they will be short a man.
I bet it's too many men. The Zalkies talking to each other.
Father-son conference.
Right.
As Grand Rapids.
Zalkies spent the last couple of years out in Moorhead, Fargo, reffing junior levels, where he traveled around the Midwest quite a bit. Moved back here, so he's getting a lot of refereeing duties with his father. Coach Chido wants to have a chat.
Chido doesn't believe it, but it is going to be. So you want a rough shift. Travis Verbeek will go to the penalty box after getting leveled twice. No, he's going to get a slashing call. Huh. Wow. That I really did not see. I did see Verbeek get run over twice that shift.
Well, and Bay called that from way down here on the to our left, and the puck was down there on the right. So
the Thunderhawks now with a shorthanded situation. Grand Rapids Police Department penalty kill. They remind you that not everyone drives as well as you believe you do. An impatient on the road may mean being a patient in the hospital.
Moorhead's 0 for 2 on the power play so far tonight. So are the Thunderhawks 0 for 2.
Lindbergh to take the draw. Coach Chido still having a chat with Zulke, but it will be to no avail.
Imagine that. Nothing changed.
It never does.
Oh.
Shots on goal are now 30-22 in favor of Moorhead. Through center ice, here comes Ryerson. Ryerson cuts in on net. Gunderson able to turn that away.
They tried the short side on him again, though.
They seen something?
Maybe so.
Kramer, middle of the ice, blue line. Now Lindbergh goes down low. Triggs picks that up, back to Lindbergh. He quarterbacks the power play from the point as Young gets it around, and did Kramer keep that in?
Kept it in. Dove for it.
That is an amazing play to keep that in on the blue line. Goes around to the far side, and this time it'll come out and down the ice. I didn't think he had a prayer of getting to that.
Dove from behind, used his stick to keep it on the blue line as he was down on the ice.
And then got up and still controlled it.
Right.
Now here comes Ryerson. Moves in against Sam Sturl. Plays it back to the point to Cryer. Cryer keeps it in. Cryer again. Now to Schiller. Joe Schiller, half wall. Far side. Looking backside. Shot right on. That's saved by Gunderson. And the rebound goes past the net. Back to Schiller. 33 seconds left in the Moorhead power play. They already lead 4-3 on the Grand Itasca scoreboard. As Del Greco flips it down the ice. 22 seconds, probably time for one more rush for Moorhead on this power play. Schiller brings it to Cortan. Cortan tries to go wide on Sam Sturl. Pokes it into the corner.
Nice
8 seconds, and Kerr gets it out to center ice, and that will do it pretty much with 3 seconds. Moorhead shoots it in deep into the corner. Thunderhawks back at full strength. Down the ice, this will be an icing call. No one informed Easton Young that the penalty was over, I guess.
Well, we've got some time then, so let's thank Roth RV, Lake Country Power, Essentia Health, Northland Lawn Sport and Equipment. These are the people that bring you 25 games a year, at least during the regular season on the Thunder.
6:16 to go. Grand Rapids trailing 4-3. Thunderhawks get it out to center, backhanded ahead by Kerr. Kegels, he handles the puck very nicely.
Yeah.
Doesn't do it a huge amount, doesn't get far out of his net, but he's quick with it.
And he's just a sophomore.
Yeah, and he's had the most starts.
Yeah,
and they have a junior and a senior. As the puck still in the zone, flipped ahead, going after it is Bentz. Bentz has the go-ahead goal. Kramer keeps it in. Still in the Thunderhawk zone, Young. To Henry Sturl. Sturl gets in, shot right on, and Weigel covers up, makes the save. 5:27 to go.
Kind of had some numbers that they got to the blue line there, but I think he made the right choice. Sturl did to shoot that puck. He had a winger on the right, but also 2D ahead of him.
Face off to the left of goaltender Kai Weigel in the Moorhead zone. Face off fought for, shoots around behind the Moorhead net. Davis pinching in. Kind of interesting. They took that offensive zone face-off. They put the third line out there. Shot gets right through on Gunderson. He'll turn that aside on the short side. Sturl tries to find Davis, goes past him.
So is it Mortensen on the draw when they have the third line? He's the centerman?
Yep. Now out to center ice. Thunderhawks fight for it at their own blue line. And we'll have a whistle and
penalty coming.
And this one, I believe, will go against Martinson.
No, number 6 for Moorhead. Interference.
Cody Martinson.
Oh.
I had the right guy.
Yeah. I thought you were calling it on the Grand Rapids player.
Nope. 4:48 to go, and Grand Rapids needing something here on a Grand Rapids power play. They remind you to leave sooner, drive slower, and live longer. The Grand Rapids Police Department. Del Greco at the half wall. Tries to center it. That's blocked. Del Greco will dig it into the corner. Taken away by Drotz now. Drotz shoots it through the crease. Back to Morquay. Morquay fans once, now puts it deep. Interference on Martinson. 3 players in the corner. Grand Rapids trying to dig it out, trying to double team the Moorhead defenseman there, and they will dig it out to Morquay. Gets it back to Easton Young. Shot goes just wide. Rebound comes out front, but Harper Bentz is there, and he shoots it down the ice.
Everybody's in just the wrong spot for that beautiful rebound.
Easton Young finds Sturl, Sam Sturl. Backhands it toward the net. Now here's Del Greco on the backhand, back to Morquay. Morquay now to Del Greco, top of the face-off circle. Goes backside, shot, save, rebound! No one's pointing. Grand Rapids had some sticks up, but the puck is in. Wiegels, Trapper, got to give him the save of the game right there. The M&H Convenience Store save of the game on the penalty kill, brought to you by M&H Convenience Store. When you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink, M&H Convenience Store is a place to stop, and you can save 5 cents per gallon paying inside. Thunderhawks came close.
57 seconds left on this power play for the Thunderhawks.
Face-off won by Moorhead and shot down the ice by Cryer. This time, Gunderson leaves it for Easton Young. Young to Del Greco, far side, pulled into the zone by Morquay. Back to Easton Young. Young's shot. I don't know if that ever got through to Weagle, but it was shot back down the ice on the rebound. Now here's Easton Young. Young comes up the near side. Drops it for Garrett Drotz. We might as well have overtime. Shot, save, rebound. Morquay, his shot, another save behind, and the puck in the crease. They score!
I think Drotz dug that baby in there, coming in on his forehand. Somehow whacked it through.
We'll go with Garrett Drotz. Oh, Grand Rapids just kept pounding and pushing, and finally able to get the puck behind Weagle. They tie it at 4 on the power play. That's a great time for your first power play goal of the night.
Yeah, they've been 0 for 2. Moorhead been 0 for 2. Now they're 0 for 3, but Grand Rapids, they're 1 for 3 with that one sneaking in there. And they've got the shots on goal a lot closer in this last 5 minutes.
3:01 to go. We're all tied at 4. Pass ahead from Searles. Gets into the Grand Rapids zone. Garrett Drotz. Now here's DeMars. Backhand goes just wide. Bentz on the far side for Moorhead. Will turn it the other way. Gains the blue line. Takes a shot. Pad save. Rebound. And Gunderson got there just in time on the reset to make the save.
Well, there was 2 assists on Drott's goal. I don't know how they could determine any of it, but
it was there were 3 players in front of that net pounding away at it. Give them all a point.
Yeah, Sturl got one, and I guess I didn't get the other assist. We'll
see when he gets it up here. Face-off in the Grand Rapids zone, back to the point. Schiller keeps it in. Morquay takes his man into the boards. Now Hayden Davis digs it out. Morquay trying to find it. Puck still at neutral ice. Del Greco takes a bump, moves it into the Moorhead zone. 2:04 to go. We're all tied at 4 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. And Gunderson just says, I'll stop that one and hold it for a face-off. With 1:58 to go, not the time to take chances.
No, not with Joey Cordan coming in. Down the middle of the slot.
And again, a big thank you to Rapid Fuel for bringing you the video.
Geez, I wonder how Hockey Day in Minnesota is going, huh?
Yeah.
That's going to be next week, right? No, that's tomorrow.
Tomorrow. That's right. Face off to the right of Gunderson. Back to Schiller at the point. Moorhead keeps it in. Shot goes wide. Bentz can't control it. Lindgren, his shot Lindbergh rather, shot doesn't get through, and the puck out to center. Schiller looking for it with Kerr coming in on him. Lindgren can't find it. Now Triggs will. Triggs moves it ahead. Puck slides just in for Bentz. Bentz gets it deep. Minute 34 to go, tied at 4. Triggs tries to go out front. It'll slide back to the blue line, but not out. You know, I thought the Thunderhawks defensemen are the best at keeping the puck in right on the line.
There's a few from Moorhead can do that, can't they?
Moorhead's just as good.
Although, did you see him skate along the blue line? And I thought he tapped it out with his...
Oh, now here comes DeMars. DeMars has Sturl going to the net. DeMars' centering pass is blocked. He didn't see Sturl till late. Kept in at the point by Morquay. Shot hit the side of the net from Easton Young. At the far side, another shot. That hits a skate in front. Comes out to center ice. 50 seconds left in regulation, tied at 4. Del Greco shoots it to the far side. Drotz tries to get it out front. 1 minute. Hey, there's 38 seconds. You're a little late there.
I was going to say, I saw it when it hit the minute mark.
As Sam Sturl picks it up. Sturl gets it out of the zone to Del Greco. Del Greco
poked off his stick nicely.
Stopped at the blue line.
Gramer.
Now Moorhead trying to set up some transition with 15 seconds left. Tweet comes into the zone. Thunderhawks pick that up, shoot it into the Moorhead box. 8 seconds left, and face-off in the Grand Rapids zone.
8 seconds is enough to do something right down here. The face-off to the right of Miles Gunderson.
Tied at 4. If no one scores in the next 8 seconds, an 8-minute sudden death overtime. Thunderhawks, I believe, are 2-1 in overtime games, or 1-2. 1-2.
Here, yeah. Yep.
Defeated Eden Prairie, as the buzzer goes, defeated Eden Prairie, lost to Roseau and Warroad.
Up there in overtime.
So that will bring regulation to an end. JV went overtime. Moorhead won that. Varsity going overtime as well. Young and Sturl on the 2 assists on the tying goal.
Okay, thank you.
So, eventful third period. Lindbergh early giving it a tie. And then Harper Bentz giving Moorhead the lead. Garrett Drotz on the power play on what had to be, the third, fourth, or fifth crack at that puck in the crease?
Yeah, that was just...
It was just a scrum in front, and finally went in.
He was almost behind the net, but he's a lefty, so he just kept whacking at that thing standing on the goal line, and finally got it.
I got to do this again tomorrow. You think you may have to do play-by-play. I don't know if the voice will hold up for 2 games like this.
You can do it.
I got to get in shape for state, though.
You can keep the gravel going.
It's exactly what it is right now. As the Thunderhawks tie it late, had a 3-1 lead, lost it. Moorhead a 4-3 lead. They've lost that as Grand Rapids tied it up at the 13:59 mark. Why don't you go through third period scoring for us, Tom?
Well, it started there only 26 seconds in again as Moorhead put another one on the board. And that was, that was the second period. So the third period started with Lindbergh putting it in 37 seconds in. And then the same helpers on that, Searles and Triggs. Bentz made it a 4-3 game at 10:07. And then the power play goal scored with 3 minutes and 1 second left, and that was Drotz. We've talked about it already. Young and Sturl got the official helpers on that, and it was 12-9 shots on goal in the third period, if my math is right. 34-28 so far in regulation play, and Grand Rapids took 2 penalties in that third. Moorhead just 1. There's only been 5-6 penalties the whole game.
Been a well-played game and a well-ref game.
Nice job.
As Kerr gets into the offensive zone, his shot hits the stick, goes into the netting behind Wiggle.
Yep, referee says it did deflect. So
it did. I saw it change direction.
Well, you got better eyesight tonight. I'm kind of old.
That is true. That is true. I love you.
Both the eyesight or the old thing?
The old thing. But I love you anyways, Tom. 4-4.
Well, you should love me more because I'm old. I'm a
there
senior.
You go. Respect your elders.
That's right.
Elders and betters, they always said.
Even if they don't know what they're talking about.
Behind the net is Gramer. Gramer comes to Bentz on the near side. Out to center to Lindbergh. Far side, shot goes wide of the net. As DeMars gets it out to center, Gramer takes it away back there and sends Lindbergh back into the Grand Rapids zone. Now Kerr. Kerr, a little bit of room for DeMars. DeMars coming in, has room, backhand, rebound, right in front for Kerr, couldn't put it home. Now Young throws it at the net on a sharp angle, and that goes wide.
DeMars never got free clean.
No, he didn't. So close. Now chipping it ahead, trying to come through was Harper Bentz. That stopped. Del Greco goes to Drennan on the far side. Drennan chips it in, goes after it on the forecheck. Weagle backhands it to the near side where Del Greco finds it. Del Greco spins, shoots it just wide. I think it surprised Weagle a little bit.
I think so.
Back to the point. Another shot. That's stopped by Cortan. And Cortan comes the other way with a Ryerson. Puck slides in front. No one's there. Ryerson gets it again. Puts it down low, but the Thunderhawks get it out to center with Drotz. Drotz, the tying goal late on the power play. At the half wall, Drotz tries to tie it up. Thunderhawks try to keep it in. They can't, but
should be ice.
We will have an icing. Boy, I thought Bay was going to wave that off for a moment. But it is an icing. Faceoff will come back in the Moorhead zone. 6:14 to go overtime. We're tied at 4. Faceoff to the left of Kai Weagle. Third line out there for the Thunderhawks. Mortensen wins the draw. Oh, looking for Morquay on the backside. Puck was behind him. Out in front. Shot. Thunderhawks say they have it. Nope.
Nope. Referee waved it off.
And I'm not sure why the whistle finally went. Is Weagle now not injured?
No.
Net not off its moorings.
Well, I'm sure somebody lost sight.
Yep.
I didn't see who blew the whistle, but
Morquay was sure they had scored. He had his stick up.
Yeah, and he had about the same angle as we did on it.
I have no idea how he could see it.
Kind of like that wild goal the other night that they called back after, logic says the puck was in the net, but no one could ever prove it.
Well, somehow Toronto did. Out to center ice, puck put into the Grand Rapids zone. Morquay slides it behind the net for Easton Young. Pass ahead to DeMars. DeMars spins. Defenseman loses his
There's
stick.
Gonna be penalty.
And DeMars turns. He wanted a piece of the defenseman, and that's a great job by Justin Kerr to come over and just skate DeMars out of the way. We're getting a power play, Hayden. You did your job. Don't take a retaliatory here and even it up.
And you got one of their best defensemen off the rink for holding here in this overtime period at 5:43.
Lost his stick as DeMars went around him and just pulled him down to keep him from cutting in front of the net. You say, how do you call a penalty in overtime? You get within a half a step of having a penalty shot.
Yeah, right.
Shot. That's blocked by Cryer. Grand Rapids still with the puck. They scored on the power play to tie this game. See if they can score on the power play to win it in overtime. Morquay slides down low, gets it back to Easton Young. Young in front. That was tipped. Nice save by Weagle. Morquay now down to Drotz. Takes his shot, and somehow Weagles finds that with the trapper through traffic and gloves it and holds it for a face-off.
DeMars is doing a nice job of standing in front of the net there and fighting with the defender, and right there he had to reach down and pick up the stick because the defender knocked it out as the shot comes in, so he couldn't even be a screen or look for a rebound.
That's a big body in front of the net.
Right.
Off the face-off, puck comes back to the point. Thunderhawks keep it in. Easton Young down low behind the goal line. In the corner. Back to the point to Morquay. Morquay now to Young. Shot right on. And Weagles down in that butterfly. Gets it with the stick. Puts it into the netting. Nice. 1:12 left in the Grand Rapids Police Department power play. And they remind you, leave sooner, drive slower, and live longer.
Another nice shot from the defenseman there, Easton Young. Just low and hard, shooting for the 5-hole.
Del Greco wins the draw. DeMars back to Easton Young. Young slides down toward the half wall. Out front, DeMars can't get a shot off. That's going to be a hand pass. And and Moorhead knew it. They weren't going to touch it. So there's a situation no one wants to touch the puck, and the faceoff will come all the way back in the Grand Rapids zone.
I think it was Ren Morquay that was down there waiting for that puck, and he pretended a couple times like he was going to stick handle it, seeing if he could get Moorhead to make a play on it. And he never did touch it, but Moorhead finally made him touch it.
Grand Rapids going to use their timeout here so they can keep the Del Greco line out, I believe, for the rest of this power play. 55 seconds in the power play, 4:37 left in overtime. We said Grand Rapids 1 and 2 in overtime. Trying to take a look. I know there's some overtime games. Eden Prairie.
Okay.
So Moorhead, a win over Lakeville North, a loss to Roseau, a win over Benilde, so there's 2-1.
They should be 3-1 from what I can see.
And a win over St. Thomas Academy, so 3-1 for Moorhead in overtime. As Kramer is getting instructions on what to do when the penalty's over. He hopes the penalty is over and play's still going on. If the penalty's over because the game's over, he's not as happy.
No, that's not going to please him as much. But
so the Thunderhawks, they've come close a couple times here in overtime, and they really have had, I know there's been the power play for part of it, but they've had a little bit the better play.
They've outshot
in
them
overtime.
3-0 in this overtime period.
Shots on goal now 34-31 in favor of Moorhead.
What did they do? Okay.
Last I saw, Roseau leading Wayzata 2-1.
Okay.
That in the third. Here it's 4-4 in overtime.
And a power play for the Thunderhawks for another 53 seconds.
And for Grand Rapids, all their other overtime games were 4-3. This one will not be 4-3. Puck rings the boards. They'll leave it come back to the point. Now back down to Del Greco. Del Greco to Morquay, off his stick. Can he keep it in? No. Bent's able to get it out to center. Easton Young moves it to Del Greco. Now here's Morquay leading the rush. Drop it to Drotz. Down low for DeMars. DeMars. Half wall to Del Greco. Del Greco shot right on, rebound. Spin around. Oh, that got on net from Morquay. And Weagles made the save. Down the ice, that'll do it. With 7 seconds left in the power play. Here's Del Greco. Del Greco finds a little bit of room. Shot right on. And Weagle makes the glove save and holds on.
I was hoping they'd sneak that in before Kramer got back out to put it at even strength again with 3 minutes, 38 seconds left in overtime. I'm okay with 2 results here. A win or even a tie.
Even a tie? Okay. It's been a good one. It'll be a good one again tomorrow at 3 o'clock with Hill Murray in town. Off the glass for Abe Carlson. Down the ice. This will be an icing call on Moorhead. And the faceoff will come back in the Moorhead zone to the right of Kai Weagle. Quick turnaround for Grand Rapids after a tough overtime game. Kerr to take the draw. Kerr wins it back to Stauffer. Goes far side for Sam Sturl. His shot hits a stick, goes into the netting, and we'll redo the faceoff.
Must be homecoming week or something, or do Grand Rapids girl fans always wear, there's a bunch of them wearing crowns over there?
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I think I see 3 or 4 crowns.
Off the faceoff, back to the point. Thunderhawks keep it in. Stauffer will get it behind the net. Davis. Back to Kerr. Davis again behind the net. He's here because DeMars skated that overtime, the As the puck gets caught up on the netting, they are able to flip it off. They usually don't give you that much time. Dug out to in front of the net. And out to center ice. Sam Sturl, who tries a dangerous play, and a shot goal. Gavin Lindberg.
Guess who got it?
The hat trick for Lindberg, and that will do it as Moorhead gets a 5-4 win with 2:46 to go in overtime. The Thunderhawks. That was a dangerous play at the blue line by Sam Sturl. Looked like the Thunderhawks were going to get away with it. They did not as they lose 5-4. We'll take a break. Tom will have some wrap-up here when we get back. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, J105radio.com.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest. Roll on.
It's not too late to be sure the battery in your RV, watercraft, lawn equipment, and your favorite hot rod will be ready to go in the spring. Save $7 on a Schumacher 1.5 amp fully automatic battery maintainer, or save $15 on a Schumacher 1200 amp lithium start mobile power pack. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
To CarQuest and roll on.
Attention ice fishermen and women. Make Nooches in the Corner your main stop before you head out on the lake. They'll come out and top off your truck with fuel and get your propane tanks filled up so you stay warm out there. Then grab your coffee, pop, and snacks and be on your way. It's easy to get in and out with your trailer. Nooches is locally owned and gives back to the community. Stop in at Nooches in the Corner at the intersections of Highways 169 and 2 in Grand Rapids.
In this place, athletes face obstacles like nowhere else. The last 5 miles, the power play, the 2-minute warning. When the challenges come, we'll meet it together because it's your chance to show what you're made of and the power to prove the toughest competition comes from within. This is Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine like